Give me my flowers, champagne showers, and a down ass woman, not a Tasha from Power. It's the Culture Uncut podcast. I'm Silk, and I'm back with the fam. Yeah.
Mm, hella flowers. Yo, it's your boy Trey Pound and Moisturizer. I'm gonna go ahead and kick it off with an old Negro spiritual. You gotta know when to soak 'em, know when to stroke 'em. Splash.
Hey y'all, it's Shell. Just a little inspirational word for you. There's no self development without self awareness. You can read as many books as you like, but if you can't read yourself, you'll never learn a thing. Stephen Bartlett.
Roses are red, flowers they bloom. It's gonna be an interesting show because my baby's in the room.
Shout out to the babies ad living like the Migos. We back at it, Coach Uncut podcast. We making it happen this week, and we're gonna keep it consistent for the people. I had to fly to Atlanta for some emergency business and shoot some content. So I was out there with Bro yesterday, but here we are on a Wednesday night. Uh, four people crew right here. We kicking it a little bit. Shell, Blue, Bro. How y'all feeling? Everybody good?
Everybody good.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I
How's
feel
your week?
great.
I know how you feel. You got the streets wet. You feeling moist. You know, you feeling moist, or
Mm-mm,
you
but I'm
just
moistening some shit up though, for
I
sure.
feel you. I hear
The
that.
water gun is coming.
I hear that. Shell, how was your weekend? You
Oh
usually
Lord.
every time I
Okay.
come on Instagram, Shell somewhere with a pineapple cut in half with some rum in it and then some garnishing shit. I'm like,
She be living her
damn, every
best life, baby. And I ain't
you
mad.
feel
I
me?
live for vibes. Good
Yeah.
vibes. Good drinks. Actually, there wasn't even there was no alcohol even in that drink.
Mm.
Dang, we got
So
who cutting coconuts in half for like not alcohol? That's a
that was
lot
a
of work for.
pineapple, but yeah.
But
Blowing.
this
I
week it was a
mean,
pineapple.
I was
Last
having
week,
a great time. It was my brother early that morning got promoted to
Mm.
chief.
mm,
So he's in the great Coast Guard service, and then right after that, it was Coast Guard's birthday. So we went to a nice little resorts kind of water park here in Texas, and I bet you could not. I bet you didn't think I was in Texas off the based off those pictures, did you?
I thought you left the country. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
I
So
thought
that
she
is
was
a
just blowing through
beautiful
them social security checks.
that is a beautiful water park. I really like it. It's actually connected to a neighborhood, and so they allow other patrons to come there and everything. So we've been there a couple of times. I enjoy it. It has a some people give it horrible reviews and stuff like that. It has a lot of pros and cons, but I love how they have it fixed up, and I like the vibes there. So I'm definitely gonna be using my VIP tickets that they gave me while I was there to come back. But yeah, so that was like some great family time. I got to catch up with a lot of people that were in the Coast Guard and stationed with me in the area. So it was like a big a reunion because I think it was probably about over 300 people out there from the Coast Guard and their families. So it was definitely like a reunion. I got to see quite a few people that I missed, that I love, that were really cool with me in the service, and my family came out. So we all,
Nice.
were on an inflatable cabana
Mm.
and drinking and eating good and had music going. So it really was a heart-filled weekend. So shout out to my brother for continuing to advance in his service and do well.
Yeah, blessings, blessings.
Salute.
So what are you on a liquor fast or something? Why you have you had? If I'm at them type of vibes, I'm curious why you wasn't drinking liquor. You had the jit drink.
Oh yeah.
There was liquor there, and I actually took a couple of sips of a friend girl's rum and drink that she made, probably like two or three sips, but I never made myself an alcoholic beverage. I kind of said that when I got back from Napa the weekend prior that I would try to like fast as much as possible from alcohol because I need to get my fitness back, my fitness routine back going. I've been
Right.
kind of not work. I've been haven't been working for the last month or so. So I was like, you know what? I need to kick it up into a routine because I remember right before I retired and I was at home chilling and stuff like that. I kind of got in a little slump and it made it even harder for me to get up and go to the gym and just do my normal routine thing. So I said I didn't want to get back in that funk again. So
Right.
and it was cool. We had a great time in Napa, as you guys know from last week's show. I look forward to doing that again next year. Like that trip was everything, and I didn't drink a whole lot, but I drank a lot of wine. But I didn't. We didn't go crazy. We didn't go out partying or anything like that. It was just vibes, chill, and just getting enough of that wine in you to feel good and go to sleep. I think we probably went to sleep probably midnight every night. We weren't in bed super late or anything. So
That's late. For me, boy, that's late as hell. I ain't gonna lie to
but
you,
when
bro.
you say you already at the hotel or you just chilling, you're not like out and about. So you're just maybe at the hotel talking and making jokes and talking about the
Yeah,
day
yeah,
and then falling asleep. So you wake up in the morning, have breakfast and refresh. It wasn't like partying hard like you do if you go
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
Miami or anything. So it was a different
Gotcha.
kind of, feel good.
I do like that you can go and have a good time without alcohol. So that's an important fact. Some people have to drink to have fun, and then it becomes an addiction or whatever like that. But some people have to rely on that vice. So I was giving you a hard time, but that's dope.
Thank you. I'm glad you said that because I tell people that all the time. They automatically, people have voiced and automatically assume that I drink, heavily when I'm out and I'm just this bubbly person and this people person and getting along with everybody and laughing and having a good time. And I don't have to have a drop of alcohol to do that. And it's plenty of times when I don't even, I have stomach issues and stuff like that sometimes. So a lot of times I won't drink or I may just limit myself to one drink, but I know how to get down with the rest of them is also, but you're exactly right. I'm the type of person that once I get around a certain group of people or whatever, and I feel safe and the vibe is there, it's a natural high for me
Right,
just to
right,
be
right.
around good people.
What's that dynamic like with you and your bro? Like you said he's older or younger?
I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest of four. He's right under me. So he's
Raised them
actually
right, huh?
moving. So this promotion that it was a I've been a little bit emotional this week too because of this promotion he has to move as you know about that Trey. So he will be leaving in probably less than 2 weeks and moving to Florida. So
Mm.
Corey, y'all might have I think he gonna be
Already.
yeah, so maybe y'all might cross paths one
Where he
day.
going?
He huh?
Where you going in Florida?
Around Fort Pierce area.
Oh, he right up the
Right up the road.
road. He right
Okay,
up the
so I
road.
have to link you guys up. He
For
is a
sure.
great person to know. You're a great person to know. So
For sure. We
he
network.
he, he that
I
would
know
be
this
great
area
to
though. I
to
mean,
know somebody.
Fort
Hmm?
Pierce isn't the greatest area, but he not far from me. He about 45 minutes away from like West Palm and like some vibes or whatever. But for sure, man, I can show him the lay of the land. I got some
Yes, he
family
would
in
love that. Y'all would have a good time. He's a
for
bourbon
sure.
guy, so and he like to have drinks and stuff like that. So we always have a good
We
time.
setting
We
up
always have a lot of
man
get
dates and
togethers.
shit.
Huh?
Setting up man dates and shit. Like
Well, I mean, I like to introduce
I
people
like
to
it
my brother because he's a lot of fun and he's good people, and so
for sure.
um
You
Yeah,
ever
I
hook
know
him
he
up
he'll
with
do
your
he
well.
right
friends?
here, man. So I
Yeah.
definitely, if he ever trying to come to West Palm, hang out a little bit. The Fort Pierce is not a lot there. It's a dope city, as far as getting to the ocean and everything right there. Port St. Lucie's nice. It's affordable as hell considering how like expensive South Florida could be. So he's in a good spot. I had a cousin that just moved there like a month ago.
Really,
Yeah,
Trey, you said, do I introduce him to my friends?
Yeah, you ever hook him up with your
No,
friends growing
he's
up and all that?
married. He's married.
I'm
They
talking
no,
about
in the
get married.
growing
past,
up.
in the
No.
past.
Oh, and um, did I? No.
Oh yeah, he
No,
hesitated.
and he didn't have a problem with
You done
that.
knocked
That's
a
the
couple of them
thing.
down.
Heck no, I did not. I didn't want him around none of my friends. He was just so immature, you know, crazy, say anything, just do wild shit. And I mean, some stuff.
So, my type of guy.
I mean, him and my younger cousin, rest in peace, Jeremy. Man, they used to have them streets crazy, be out in them streets crazy. So the Mississippi Jackson streets had no damn business out there. Um, but no, I don't think I would ever hook him up with any of my friends because at that you know how it is with your siblings, especially one that's like a year and a half difference
Yeah.
from you. I don't want him about my friends. If anything, I'm trying to fight him to get away from me, hide from him. So nah, he did his own thing.
Blue, how was your weekend,
Her
Blue?
friends wasn't good enough for him.
No, so you
What
got
did my
clock
mama
blocking.
said?
That's what they say. That's what the
That's what
streets
my
say.
mama say.
Streets say you clock blocking.
Hmm.
Well, people say that like she's not good enough for you. You don't know what I'm trying to do with this.
That's why I stayed out the
You know
way
I'm
when it
trying to
came to
keep
girls.
it. You know I'm trying to marry it. Like,
You
what do you
right.
Yeah.
mean?
Let me
You
go ahead and
right.
take it for a test drive, sis.
Yeah, let me
That's
see what's up.
that's the reason. That's another reason why I'll tell you this: the few friends that I heard about that I know that had relations
See, I knew it
back
happened.
in the day, I was like,
Like,
Yo.
nah, no, you can't come around me
I
no more.
never confronted them about it because it was just it was something I didn't even want to talk about. So I just shook my head in like why now things start clicking why you start acting some kind of ways.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Don't that shit get at you sometime though? Where everybody knew some shit you ain't know. You be like, what?
I'll be the last to know.
I
I
hate when
don't
that happen.
With
wanna.
my siblings, I'll be the last to know.
Mm-mm.
She's like,
I
where
be
your
trying to be
brother at?
aware. You gotta be aware of the vibes, man. They had to come around and got a little weird at least once.
It did get weird. That's what I'm saying. Now it hit me once I found out. I was like, oh, that's why her ass got cuckoo for Cocoa Pops on me or canceled on me or
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you was on my road doing the damn thing at at one of his friends' house up the street or something, and I
Mm.
didn't even know you was on the road.
Dang, that's a tough situation to be in. Uh, like your friend and your brother dating, like if something go wrong, you could very easily lose that friendship. Nine times
Yeah.
out of ten, my mind, for both, like everything is going right there. If something go south,
Oh yeah, cause you know bro gonna be there forever.
Right. Well, I'm glad he
That's
happily
probably why
married
that
because
probably ain't bring around no more of your friends.
I'm glad he happily married because that slowed him all the way down, and that was the best thing, so he can move on
sound
and
like
be
he had a good
successful.
run. sound,
Much better than I would ever know. That's for sure.
sound like my man had a good run, man. Put his jersey in the Raptors. You know, great legacy in these streets. Left his
Oh,
cologne. He left his cologne in the streets of Jackson, Mississippi.
Jackson, Mississippi. Mm, mm, mm.
I secretly dated a friend's brother once. It was an adventure.
He said secretly dated.
Yeah, yeah. She didn't
Mm,
tell her friend that she was dating her brother.
no, because it was like, if things don't work out, I don't want it sour between us. So I never told her, and it didn't work out, thank God. And she still kind of like don't know to this day, and I'm okay with that.
Oh, she know.
I don't think she know.
You should tell her now, though.
Yeah,
Hell no.
cat's out the
Who your
bag.
brother dated? You don't want her
Mm-mm.
to know?
Y'all still good friends?
No, she's pretty cool. I mean, I just spoke to her here recently.
Oh yeah, she know now.
Nah, she ain't. She don't know. She don't know.
Yeah, I'm
Mm,
gonna keep my mouth shut on that one because
I would
it's
tell.
still too new on the situation with me. Mm-mm.
This is how people
Don't
died
tell
in
him.
Scarface. You know that?
Never tell him
This
unless
is
y'all about to
Tony
go.
killed his best friend for this shit, man.
For a
Mm-mm.
podcast episode here.
Yeah.
No.
Tony
Don't ever
found
tell
out his homeboy was sleeping with his sister, and like he killed his main man for it, man.
him. Mm.
Oh, oh,
I
he
ain't
know what Tony was.
Tony was
He know.
right in the situation.
I ain't trying to get killed for
He was
nobody. I
tripping,
ain't
but he
trying
was
to get
right.
beat up. She don't need to know. They both. I invited them both to my birthday too, and I had her invite him. So she thought she invited
Oh,
him, but
you real
really
manipulative.
he was
I see how
already
you,
Oh,
invited.
boy.
Oh Lord.
You elite at conniving motherfuckers, bro. Look at you.
yeah.
I gotta keep my eye on Blue.
Yeah.
No.
Got them super
Hey, Blue.
toxic powers, boy.
Bro, that's some super toxic shit, bro.
So then
I'm
after the
gonna make her
party,
invite a motherfucker like because I
after
want
the
him there.
birthday,
Like that shit
look,
crazy.
after my birthday, me and him
Yeah.
we went to St. Thomas.
And how the hell she don't know this?
I was so drunk too, and we got through airport security and everything. We left together. Stop, Mama. We left
She know.
separately
She
and
gotta
took
know.
flight and left the country.
Wow.
Yeah, she know.
You're taking chances, girl. Y'all still friends?
I mean, I think we still cool. Yeah, we ain't never had like no
Nah, they
falling
ain't
out or
friends.
anything weird
Would you
like
ever
that.
tell her?
They ain't
Uh,
friends. If you gotta at this age, you gotta do that. Yeah, we cool. That mean y'all ain't friends.
Y'all barely associates.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we just
Type
got
shit.
respect for each other. I don't. We don't have to be super close, and I don't have to talk to her every day. I respect her. We have respect for each other as women, as mothers. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
No, that's
no,
not.
go ahead and tell her then.
Just snitching. Like,
You messy as hell.
I'm
Trey.
gonna go ahead and tell her. I mean, dog probably already done told her
for
that.
what?
Like, yeah.
Start the conversation with her for what? Like, what would it matter? She got her
Yeah.
own life. He got his life. I have a life. We all are adults.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
You ain't hanging out with her every day and shit. You don't need to just call out the blue. Like, yeah, I fucked your brother, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, girl, he
That'd be
told me
awkward
last
as
month.
hell, right? I definitely would tell my sister, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I would definitely tell my sister.
I think my sister will pick up on it quick though.
No, she wouldn't.
Mm. Depends on how good you fuck her.
No.
I wasn't checking for it, so I thought that all my friends would think he was gross like I did. So I'm it made me
Yeah.
really look at the few sideways and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, that's how you supposed to.
I'll never
You
tell her. She'll never need to know. It's pointless. We didn't end up getting married, so there's no reason to invite her.
I mean, it
Yeah,
would
if
have
y'all
been
would have got
definitely
married,
public
she would have knew.
then.
Yeah, she would have knew
Which
when y'all
she
got
had
married.
got
She
an
had to be
invitation to
there.
the wedding. If y'all,
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd been a while. She would
Hell
have got
yeah.
him to do it again.
It was really fun and adventurous for me. I had never done anything so racy. So
secret lovers, yeah,
I don't think that's the
that's
same
what we
story.
are.
I don't think that song's the same story as Blue situation, but
no.
I see what you did there.
Tad bit different.
A lot bit different,
It's still a secret lover. Okay, well
for sure.
then, escape. You're my little
Technically,
secret.
yeah, technically. All right, since we in this type of groove, homie hopping. What are you guys' views and perspectives on homie hopping? Which is you date a guy, you break up, and then you maybe run into a friend of his 2 years later, and y'all kind of flick a flame. Uh, have you ever done that? Little
So
homie
y'all want
hopping.
to start with the girls first? Y'all
Oh
don't want
yeah.
to say
Oh
y'all
yeah. No, let's
takes
say we gentlemen, ladies first.
Yeah, ladies first.
because black men don't cheat.
Mm.
No, I'm not talking about cheating. This is not cheating,
I've
Oh.
never done
but
It
you
that.
are
might be.
correct. It
It
could
I've
be.
could
never
be.
dated friends. I've never dated brothers.
Huh?
I've never done that. I've never homie hopped.
Oh.
Never homie hop.
Oh man, that's so
That's,
unfortunate. I thought
that's
you was gonna
respectable.
get a toxic story out of me, huh? Sorry.
I was hoping for it. Like we
I
need
hit the
content. Like,
toxicity L on this one. I ain't never done such.
yeah, yeah. This shit can't go
Never
viral.
did a dad and a son.
Hell
A
no,
dad,
no. But I've had a couple of dads that thought I was too fine for their
yo, a
sons.
dad and a
No,
son.
their sons
You
got
had a
me.
dad that thought you was too fine for their sons.
I had a
Them,
dad
Oh
and a
yeah,
you
one of
son.
the
talking about
dads
self
wanted
hate?
me to see his
I
one of
had
the
a
What
dad
kind of
and a
hater
son,
ass daddy
and
is
I'm going to
that?
my grave with it.
Oh,
his
what?
dad kept
Man,
saying,
she
"You
a
don't
little
know
too
what to
good
do
for
with
you.
that. You
You don't
don't
know
know
what
what
to
to do
do
with that."
with that. Oh my God, lock that guy up.
He
Daddy
said,
trying to hit.
Dad
You
trying to
don't
tell
know
you
what
he
to
want the
do with that,
buns.
Yeah.
youngin.
You don't know what to do with that.
She is not here for it.
Oh my God.
She
And
looked
just
just like
just when
Blue
you
too.
thought we weren't gonna get nothing toxic out of you.
Oh, you know it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
No, but
mm,
real quick, you got a hater ass daddy if they say if you bring a chick home, your pops, even if your uncle's doing this, they haters too, dog. Like if I bring something to the crib, don't be talking about what I can't handle. Bro, first of all, you sound perverted, cuz like you
He might do it
it's
wildin'.
in a little.
very perverted. It
Yeah,
He'll
is
do it in
very
a little
perverted.
slick way too. Hey,
yeah.
go to the store for me real quick.
Yep. No, he told her. He was
I
like,
forgot the barbecue sauce to the ribs. She fine over here. We'll take good care of her.
uh-huh.
Go
The way
get
he
that
would
barbecue
look at
sauce.
me every time I would come
Tighten
by, he
pops
was
ass
like,
up. Hey man,
"Wow,
chill
Gary,
your ass out.
what you gonna do with that, son? You don't know what to do with that,
See,
son."
now I
He
ain't
was
got an honor
like,
that father, man. Chill your ass out, man.
he was
You
so
tripping.
fine too. He
You
looked
got a
way
whole
better.
set looking crazy, Trey. Like we looking crazy as a unit.
Yeah. And she's
No,
saying the
daddy
daddy
was
look
fine
better.
as hell, and
See
the
what I'm
daddy
saying?
was right. He could not handle me.
He get it from his daddy.
Now you would say that now.
He didn't get it
Now,
from his daddy.
now he
His
can't.
daddy kept it all to himself.
Let's get his side of the story. You got his phone number?
His daddy ain't giving none of
Let's
that
call
away.
a man real quick.
Sure.
That's a hater ass dad, man. Shout out to that guy for like just getting through life with a dad like that. You know, like you got a daddy that if you bring a chick home and he's saying that type of shit, like it's been rough for you growing up.
Oh yeah.
You
Like
went through
damn,
some
where your
shit.
mama at, boy?
Yep. So hey, he
That's
was
some
right.
toxic shit. He like the Precious movie, but a dude.
All right.
Like what type of they think like mental abuse you had to go
I
through?
think
All
he was
right, I
just
don't want to
shocked
go
that
in
his
on
dad,
dude
that his
bad.
son brought home a beautiful black woman. I don't
He was
think
like,
that he
damn.
was expecting
That-
that.
But you brought all these tools back here.
Nah,
Ain't?
but you got to be a hater to say some shit like that. Use the right guy, like or the right mindset. Father just pass their son on the back, like yeah, I raised you right. That's it. You don't even say nothing weird and perverted to the chick. Like that's just a toxic ass dad, bruh.
That's all right. I
That
should have got.
happened more than you think.
I should have
I
got with him.
know.
He'd have
You
took
already
care of me
chin
good.
check pops
I
ass. Hey
should
man,
have.
tighten your ass up.
I definitely should have had his babies.
Grab him by the shirt, pop, tighten
Oh,
your
you
ass
say?
up,
Oh,
man.
so you had his babies?
I should have got with him and had his babies. I should
You
have
had
got
the
with him.
Oh, the
son
old
babies?
man. Now see that's toxic. I knew we was gonna get some
I
toxic
don't
shit.
care. Well, now
Why?
if I knew now what I knew then, or how the fuck you said, if I knew then what I know now, definitely would have been a better route to go.
He had a nice 401k and shit.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he was a very well disciplined man, a very good looking man, in really good shape. He
He ain't that
deserved a
disciplined
young,
if he
hot
doing goofy shit like
woman
that,
like
like
me.
embarrassing the son like that.
Yeah.
Ain't
Just put a
embarrassed.
new transmission
His
in the
son
station
was
wagon.
fine as hell, but he knew his son wasn't
There's
quite.
no way he got those quality of
He knew his
traits
son
if he's
wasn't quite the man that it would have took to deal with a woman
no.
like
But
me.
listen, you're not gonna have quality character traits if you talk like if you embarrassing your son like that. There's no way you got some. All right, whatever. You probably right. I knew I was gonna get some. Shell, where you at with the homie hopping? Back on
Okay.
track. We back on track.
Shell
Overall,
might have hit a daddy and a son too.
Look. Oh, what kind of shenanigans, bro? You. All right, go ahead and give your daddy
yeah,
hopping story.
okay.
We
The
from
brother
homie
and
hopping
brother,
to daddy hopping.
brother and
These
brother thing.
Capricorns, boy.
She spoke on that. The brother and brother thing, guilty. However,
Oh,
Brother and brother or brother and friend?
brother and brother. So
oh.
I think that's worse than brother and friend. However, I
This is
do
quite the
not
segment.
I do not condone that because I think that shit is messy as hell. And if it was somebody that I was with, like if I was with like my child's father, I would never sleep with his brother.
Did you do
But
it?
if
Did
but
you do it behind his back, or was it like openly dating his brother? Yeah,
I
how did it
wouldn't
go down?
I wouldn't date neither one of them.
Oh, okay. So you
Oh, nice.
okay?
Nice.
So
Were they cool with it? If they was cool with it, it's kind of like a
no, they
sideways
don't.
train type
Oh
shit.
yeah, like
You
They
get her,
don't
I get her.
know. They don't know.
They don't
that's
know.
a.
Oh,
I've tried
Oh, they don't know to this day. They know.
I've tried
they know.
several different ways to kind of see if I
They
thought,
dapped each other up
and
later on. Yeah.
What you
yeah,
thought?
nah.
Uh,
I highly doubt
did
that.
you do this move to her?
But
Did you do that thing that with a tongue? I'm just playing. Go ahead, Shell.
I highly doubt that they know or that they talk about it, or that they talked about it or no. I highly doubt that just based off of some tests that I put out there, and the bait just was not taken. But
Well, y'all started a group chat.
no,
No.
it's
She was
just
trying to gauge to see if
yeah.
you
I
trying to
was
find
trying to
out.
gauge for quite a
But
while,
one of them
and
gotta know, right? How does neither one know?
oh yeah, one knows,
And then they both
one
know.
knows.
So it's just one that's left out of this whole equation.
Yes.
Oh, y'all grimy.
Now he grimy.
Yeah, that's a
Now you gotta
grimy
tell your
brother.
brother. First of all, you can't even do it. So me and my brother only a year apart. So you know what I'm saying? We've been in that situation plenty of time where it's a woman. We never had no clashes ever. It just went smooth. Like she chose or they chose and we just vibe. So
Yeah.
we've been in that space. I can name like several times where we've been in that space of we meeting chicks, chicks, start talking, or women, I don't want to say chicks, women, they start talking, or young ladies, they start talking, and you're socializing, you're vibing. And when we both got high taste, you know what I'm saying, and we can feel energy. So it's never been an argument about, hey, you get her, I get her, or watch out, hey, bro, step back. It's just been a gravitational thing. But now I don't think we communicate that type of shit when we get to the crib, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Uh,
yo, I got a number. Okay, cool, and that's it. I know I can never even go that way or that direction. It's just not a thing. You
I
know what I'm
feel like you a
saying?
Debo Trey.
Never.
why you say that?
I just feel like that. I feel like, and you respectful of your older brother, and so I feel like you would just bow down and say, "All right, better
Nah.
luck next time for
Oh, you
me."
got the wrong. You think my brother is, bro? You
No,
got shit
yeah,
fucked up.
no,
No. Bro
I'm a
has he
killer,
like
boy.
yeah, he's a killer. I'm like he was known as a nicer guy than me, so like I was like more of like a douchebaggy. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a douchebag, but that was the like persona. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, because he was putting that out there for.
No,
He
I
was
just
telling everybody that.
as you can see, I'm very like I say what's on my mind. I don't really give a shit. You know what I'm saying? I just say what's
So
on my
you was the
mind.
asshole.
I wasn't an asshole. I just said what's on my mind. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
But
what's
I'm
on my
saying
mind was
the persona was
yeah,
perception
yeah,
of
he
persona.
the
Yeah,
asshole.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
That's the
know.
persona.
And
So
this the
Y'all are
nice
real
brother. This the
brothers.
nice brother.
Y'all are
what's
really
up?
brothers, like real brothers.
Yeah, we're a year apart. We're brothers. If a year, it might not be. It might be like 10 months.
Oh shit, that explains the shirts. It's like a family thing. It's like
Hmm.
hereditary.
Yeah, the fashion and shit.
Oh yeah.
My mama.
Shout out to Cal.
Shout out my guy Benji Brown. He texted me over during the week. He was like, "Hey man, who dressed you and your brother?" I'm like, "Dress us." I was like, "We dress ourselves,
We
man."
need
But
to
like,
step our games up. We up here with the Versace's and the colorful. I forget
it's
those
just a
names of
polo.
those shirts and
It's,
stuff, huh?
it's just a polo.
Okay.
Very
Bad
nice.
birdie
Very
polo,
nice, by the
dog
way.
polo. Thank
I
you.
like to see a black man
Yeah,
looking all
I try to present my
snazzy like that.
for sure. I
Yeah,
appreciate that,
no, but
sis.
in that
That's good energy and good love. I
yeah,
appreciate that.
big love. In that same breath, when we all go out, like I hunt alone is what they what they tend to say. I don't like everybody kind of like do their own thing. I don't poach off another man's.
No wolf pack.
No, we
Yeah,
just. I mean, we have guys in our like friendships in our circles that was like that, right? They would go right after your girl. Like it's dudes like that. Every crew has these different type of personality traits. So it was dudes in our circles that would try to talk to your chick and all that. But like me and bro been a year apart. I know brothers that had those problems, but me and bro never had that problem.
That's
And
beautiful.
we went into rooms and like had similar interests because we've talked about it before. Like, yo, such and such bad. Yeah, bro, trying to. Me too. You know what I'm saying? So when we got in the room, bro, hey, I'm over here being Mr. Popular guy, and he over in the corner being nice, teddy bear tray and shit, doing his moisturizer
You over
shit.
here taking.
And I'm
You
like,
over here
damn,
taking.
got the phone, and I'm over here trying to be funny and shit. Like,
Damn.
that's it. Now she off guard. You feel me? He made that connection first, and then it's just off guard. It's more out here. We just keep it moving and grooving. Now she sis. That's it.
Now she
That's it.
sis.
not
Sis
Like
that you that you got an extra eye on.
no,
yeah,
flip. Nah,
SIS, right?
nah, nah, nah. Yes, SIS. Correct, Trey. Correct. Demundo. Uh, nah. I would definitely not have no eye on. We'll move like that. Then I flip it a different type of way, because then Trey could contest to this. Then I'm just gonna give her a hard time as far as like just being a pesky little brother type shit.
Which is also can articulate into flirting.
No, no, I wasn't flirting. It was real asshole shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not ever gonna flirt with my brothers. It's just I don't know. We cut different. It's a different type of loyalty between me and this guy.
Okay.
It's a different type of loyalty.
We're not talking about now. We're talking about y'all then
We've
when it was
never had
when it
No,
that
could actually
problem
yeah.
once.
happen. When it could actually happen. It's hard to say that now because you guys are both married, right? So
No, I'm
it's
talking. About,
it's
he
easy
talking
to
about
say.
the stories that he's saying was back before we was married, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, these are
Y'all are
real
both
stories.
No,
married.
I understand that,
Today
but
years old.
I understand that, but the views seem like they're more mature now. So, but okay, you say
No,
that's
like
cool.
we
That's
really.
definitely much different from a lot of situations that I can remember growing up with brothers and some of my friends, and that dynamics with brothers, two brothers that actually look good. And that were fine, and that all the girls were, after, and they had their pick of the litter, as they say, and it was interesting, very interesting.
I grew
Um,
up with the duo just like these two. It was a light skinned brother and it was a chocolate brother. And
ah!
the light skinned brother was
Took them both
tall
down,
and
Blue.
slim, and the chocolate brother was like shorter than the light skinned one, but he was like swole and muscular. He was like the athletic one. He was like the pretty one. He had the jawline and the brown eyes and the eyelashes. He was just so beautiful. And his brother was just the light skinned one. So he got the girls that like the light skinned guy, but the chocolate one, he got everybody in. The tall one, he could only get whoever the chocolate one didn't want to deal with. So he would just shuffle them to his brother, like shuffle, shuffle, like And every
Oh
girl
no, I'm
wanted
good.
either
I'm good on
one
that.
or the other one.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm just saying, it's one in
We was
every
just
hood. It's them tough ass brothers in every hood. They was
You
raised.
don't shuffle nothing my way, cause I go
we,
get my
we was
own,
just gonna
dog.
have something
Oh
bad on
no,
our arm, and we prided each other in with having something attractive
they
on our
fought for each
arm,
other.
and then we
That
was
was
just
it.
cool.
They
But never,
shared girls
no,
all day,
no, I'm not finna
all
share.
day.
No,
Yeah,
we
and the
never finna have
little
no
one,
weird shit like that neither.
he had
I'm
Oh,
them
good.
twins.
once bro put his meat in it, it's his.
They didn't give a
It's
damn.
his, bro. I don't give a
They
fuck.
didn't
Is
give
I
a
don't
damn.
care if it's Rihanna. Man,
Yeah,
Rihanna just alright, bro.
I don't
Hey,
need no 5 second rule, none of that
none
shit,
of
boy.
that
When I
shit.
look back, it's like, you
None
know what
of
I'm
that
saying? But
shit.
that's how they was rolling. They had a little sister. She was real pretty. She was like, she looked biracial, but she wasn't. She had the hazel eyes. Even one of their homeboys had her. I'm like, that's how
No,
they
I
got
don't.
down. Though they was just
Them
them,
hazel
them,
eyes
them
be a
in the
motherfucker though.
city.
Them
Oh yeah.
hazel eyes is crazy.
They
But
was
yeah,
just them dudes in the city.
so I've homie hop. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I definitely have done it, but we weren't homies no more. Let's be on some real shit. We just wasn't homies no more. Out and about, wasn't trying to hunt nothing down, nothing like that. But me and dude wasn't rocking. Life goes on type shit. No beef. We just wasn't friends, and kicking it like that. So, and he wasn't like living around here, no shit. So I'm like, this motherfucker don't live here no more. So I'm vibing, and we all out and about, and we speak to each other. Just start bringing up old shit, talking, and invite to a party that I was about to go to like a week later, right? I'm like, hey, yo, come check out. Me and some old friends gonna be having a party. Come check us out. She come through, and then at the party, chemistry started flowing a little bit. So we end up, whatever. That's how it pretty much went down. No, I ain't never
What
told her
is
because I ain't got
whatever?
to.
Fill in the blank.
Whatever, we did what grown folks do. You mean?
Kissing and hugging and loving and
Kissing
looking
and
at
kissing
each
each other.
other's eyes, meeting,
Oh
joking,
yeah.
drinking,
All
So
that,
smoking.
all that.
the fact that so was that why y'all
You
connected
got stuff the
because y'all
sausage.
was familiar with each other because of the previous friend? Was that
No,
like
I
y'all's
don't think.
chemistry?
No, I don't think the chemistry had nothing to do with him at all. I think we had never we had been in similar circles, but we had never had one-on-one conversations or anything like that. It was just high and by. Um, she attracted person, I'm an attractive person, so attractive people see each other, whatever. But there was never no chemistry or conversations. That was the first time we in a place where neither one of us knew a lot of people, and it was familiar. So we just like, hey, what's up? What are you doing here? Type shit, and we started talking, catching up, and we just like, okay, there's some chemistry here and shit. You know
You
what I'm
know how
saying?
it go, Blue. You know
You know
how
how
it
Did
it
he
go.
come up?
go. You
I
know
don't
But
know
did
how
he?
why
it
he even
go.
had to explain that because you
What's that?
already know how it go.
But did he come up in the conversation? Did y'all talk
N-
about
n-
him?
Oh yeah.
not that first day. No, oh, of course. When the last when the conversation first started, she asked when the last time I seen him, and I was just like, oh, it's been a minute type shit. And
Mhm.
I was like, you? And she's
She
like,
like,
same thing.
ding.
Hey, yeah,
Obligation?
she probably she probably had some ulterior motives with that
Oh
question and
yes.
shit for sure.
She was like, I've been looking at him. I've been peeped him
Oh,
a
that's what
while
came out
ago.
later. That's what came out later.
Oh,
After we started kicking it, and then some other mutual friend, he might know to be real. On the real, I think he know. I know he know
It
now.
ain't none of his business.
I know he know. You know what I'm saying? On a lot of different levels.
Why
I
she
know he
made
know.
it? He made it. She made it her business to kind of make who's. How did he find out?
I think he found out because it was too many mutual friends that would. Because I wasn't trying to hide anything. We were just
Mm-mm.
kicking it. So whenever we was out kicking it, if we was at the same spot, it would just be chemistry and we just be vibing. So a lot of mutual friends were around,
Right.
and at the time
Oh,
I was like,
that's
we
what they
ain't
doing.
friends, so I ain't really give a shit. What's
Here we
up?
go. They fucking. They definitely fucking.
Yeah, that type shit. That type shit.
Girl, they
Nobody asked,
fucking.
but you
They
you could
definitely
just tell.
fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I remember having that conversation one time with someone that I had relations with that was a really good friend and always had much respect for him. We always was good friends and stuff, but never had talks of a relationship, just strictly friends. And then the opportunity came uh, one time when he came in town to where I was and we were hanging out. And every other time we would be around our friends and everybody else in big groups. And so
Right.
we would always just get along and laugh together, just like the groups, just kind of like your situation. And I never was real good friends with anybody that he had messed with. Well, I found out several people that he had messed with later on, several years later, that I was like, oh my gosh, I know quite a few of these girls that he done took
Yeah.
down. But
Took
um,
down.
at
I
that
like your
time,
lingo
we were
though. I
just
like your
like
lingo.
home. We
Well,
were just
like the
always
dominoes.
homies. At that time, we were just like homies, so it didn't matter to me. And then, that one time where we just one on one had and kicking it and hanging out. One thing led to another. We were vibing, and then we ended up, getting a
No,
room
yeah.
and doing the damn thing. And I cannot
Yeah, travel
say,
lodge.
but we both had to admit that we have always missed our chance. Like that probably should have happened years and years before it actually happened. But we just both always had
It
other
always
situations
happened when it's
going
supposed
on.
to happen. It always
Yeah,
happened when it's supposed
it
to
was
happen.
just, and it was cool. It was cool. It was, I mean, it could have happened again, but it just didn't work out or whatever. But we just always remain
Y'all
cool
ain't
from
have
it.
no fireworks.
Mm-mm.
No, it
Yeah, something
wasn't.
happened. You know,
I won't. No, nothing ever happened.
Boy,
something
boy
ain't
Nothing ever
came. That boy
happens.
must have
To
went
this
too fast,
day,
man.
mm-hmm.
we are still cool, and
Gone in
it's
30
never been a
seconds.
discussion. And actually, we both wanted it to happen again, but because of making sure that because we knew that it wasn't going to be anything probably beyond
No,
that, we
no
couldn't work
fireworks
out
or
that second
sparklers.
time. But we definitely
I had
both
to
were
try.
looking forward to the second
Fireworks
time.
went off track. I was like, I gotta do that at least one more time.
Well, we
Yeah, right.
tried. We tried on that trip. We tried, but our
You ain't
schedules.
had
I
no
mean,
honey.
Mm-mm.
for the whole reason why he was even in town, it was going to be a busy situation. So the fact that we were even able to get that in when we
See, that's
did,
why you know it ain't fireworks.
like I
See what
said,
I'm saying?
like I
We just giving
said,
you a hard time,
Yeah, yeah.
Shay.
like I said,
You're our sister, so we gotta
we
give you a
can't
hard
get a
time.
take because y'all talk too damn much. But
Yeah,
like
I
I
know.
said,
Oh, you right.
if we wanted to do it again, I think we both were
That's the
willing and
thing. And
whatever.
we
But
wanted
the
to.
timing, and guess what? I don't think I was ever pressed. Like
Right,
I
right.
said, I don't think I was ever pressed because I. One thing about this person is that I value the friendship so much that I was cool with us not being able to steal another moment, even though we tried to make it work. I think we still both have like the greatest respect for each other, and that's just something that we'll just go to our graves with, and we've laughed about in the past, and it's cool. So I'm totally okay with how it did, but yeah, I mean, I think we both definitely wanted to to run it back another
Yeah.
night, but
Another one.
No,
time,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
time.
That's my thing. It's
I'm just man.
fireworks, but I'm gonna find a way to make them
See
fireworks
this
happen again.
You
this
can't
chick
always find a way.
this
You
chick
Mm.
can't
wanted a
always
real
find a way.
relationship though. Like she wanted a real relationship, and I was just like,
Yeah, that's what it sounded like for your situation. That
nah, I
my situation
can't.
was
That's what
definitely
it
not like
turned
that.
into. So we kicked it for like a whole summer. Like it was a whole vibe. You feel me? Good time, man. A lot of beach trips and picnics and all type of fun, like good shit, like good vibrations. But I couldn't at that time. Definitely, I was playing the field big time. But also like I can't be in a relationship with you, man. Like that's a little different. I think you feel me. So I was down for the vibes, but I wasn't feeling a relationship. But the fireworks was there, good shit, and then I had to like cut it off cold turkey because
Why not a relationship? If it
Oh
was
yeah.
good enough for y'all to get that far, how come you couldn't have a relationship with
I
her?
couldn't get past. I couldn't get past that. Like it was good to like to me. I was petty like that. Probably still is a little bit, but I couldn't get past. I wouldn't want an old friend or anybody I know knowing what my ladies like.
Somebody know what your ladies like, regardless if you know them or not.
Maybe you should have told her that before you slid up in her.
Mm-mm.
He was
I
like,
should have
"Hey,
told
she
her
I
was.
all
always
that.
been
Hey, she was.
No,
He's saying
I
she was
gotta
on her
tell her
toxic
all
shit
that. She
anyway
ain't
by
asking.
sleeping with him. So
No, nobody. I'm not saying nobody was toxic because everything was. I think all that energy was pure, right? When we linked, it wasn't on no let's get back at him type shit or
well, of
nothing
course,
like that.
but
It was good vibes. I'm not saying it wasn't good. It was great chemistry, and you may be right, Blue. I'm just telling you from my mindset. It was like, yo, I didn't want to be with no woman that my friends have.
somebody's leftovers.
I'm not saying leftovers. It's just my friend has had my old friend has had relations, and I don't like. It's just me. It was
Oh
could be
hell
small
no!
minded,
That's why
could
I
be
can't
petty.
fuck with
Yeah,
y'all. That's why I can't
He
fuck with
didn't wanna like he didn't wanna. He didn't wanna enough for
that's
that. All that.
not necessarily true. That's
The
not
chase,
necessarily
it was
true.
good. That was fun, but
No,
it was
not
fun while it
necessarily true.
lasted.
I was like, man, I wish, bro, because this is good shit. This is good vibes. First of all, I was
Mm.
too young then for like a serious relationship, and I was in between relationships, so I was trying to vibe a little bit. I was trying to kick it. I wasn't trying to really jump right back into the trenches. I would say. So I was playing the field. I was a happy free agent, and then didn't like what a relationship sound like.
You don't
And
find too many happy free agents.
for a minute, like, cause afterwards, you start seeing that person with other people and shit moving on. I was like, damn, I don't know, bro. I probably should have.
Went on and
Nah,
locked that down.
nah, I'm cool.
Yeah, I always been like a respect for homie Hopper.
What you do? Give him a courtesy
Make that
call?
make sense.
Yeah,
You
like
get a
I'm gonna let.
permission slip signed or something.
I
Yeah,
ain't
Make
yeah,
calling
sure
him
it's
that.
I
cool.
ain't.
Hey, dog, I was
No,
thinking about tapping these buns. Can I hit it?
I ain't gonna ask no permission. I'm just gonna let you know because when this happens, you are gonna feel a certain type of way or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look,
What telling them? What? What
if we
hold on.
all
What's
in,
hold on. One
yeah,
second. One second. You called somebody and did this before?
mm-mm.
Oh,
Never was a call. We was on the way,
so you went
and
and
we was
talked to
all,
him
huh?
in face?
Talk to him. No, we
No,
was
they
all
were on the
friends.
same.
We was all on the same boat, underway. We was out to sea. We was all on the same ship, but we was all in the same circle. We worked
Oh,
together,
okay.
so it was like dumb vibes. And since we all in the same department,
Mm-hmm.
I know like this is gonna throw off the flow. So I was like, and I know they were dating. They was in a serious relationship, but he was in the relationship acting like it was nothing. Like he would do his thing, and so I was like, yo, look, your girl feeling me, I'm feeling her. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit about to happen, dog.
Your
Where
girl.
you at with it, type deal. And he made it
What up,
sound
bro?
like, yeah, oh, ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? I got 1,000 of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm running
You
through them
said
like,
okay,
hell no.
Yo, those are the worst
okay.
ones. Those are the worst ones, bro.
You are
Go
terrible.
ahead, go ahead. I
uh,
love these tough guys that want to act like they actually like women and shit. Like
man,
they
he
got
gave me,
cooties or something. Like you scared to say that
Pray
you
like
got feelings,
Usher. He
that you
said.
care about her. Like, all right, bro. Now you acting like you don't care about her. And I knock these
She for the
buns down.
streets
Now
now.
you
She for
finna
the
get
streets.
uh,
mad. Go ahead, finish
I
the story. I
said,
already know how this about to go. Now you
I
finna
said,
get
cool. All
yeah,
right, I'm good to go. He gave me the green light.
the
Oh
green
man,
light.
boy. Once that green light happened, it went down inside that laundry room.
The laundry
Oh
room.
my goodness.
And those laundry rooms are not
Hey
big.
man,
Not
what is
intergalactic.
no? What is the statute
Who got
of
seasick
limitations
during
on this
that
shit?
encounter?
What is statute of limitations? Navy might come get his ass. He talking crazy like this.
Oh, they can't do nothing. Old boy came back to me crying like, man, I love that girl. Can, can y'all stop keep breaking off, dog? I'm telling you, I want to marry her.
You know what I'm saying? Like you,
That ain't funny.
like
That's what they get for lying.
yeah, being a sucker. It's like people like be scared to say that they have feelings about people, bro. Like just be
That's some
honest, be
weak shit to
real.
me
That's
though.
weak
That is
shit.
weak to me. That's weak.
I know, like dudes be on that shit, and
They
that's
do.
happened. That
And it's
same
men
story
out
has
here that
happened
will
to
take
me, Trey.
full
That's how I
advantage.
know. I know how this shit go. Yeah, like here's one like I had that similar situation, but dude was like, nah, that's just my friend. Nah, that's just my homegirl. That's just my
Yeah,
homegirl. I'm like,
yeah.
okay, cool. That's just homegirl. Like me knowing that, nah, bro, I could tell the way you
He
look at
got
her that,
feelings.
yeah, bro, that you into her. You like her. I know this. So I'm telling you, like, hey, bro, like, what's your situation? What you trying to do here? If you'd have been honest with me, like, man, I'm really pursuing it, but this shit tough. this
It's
shit tough.
hard.
This shit tough. This shit tough. I might have gave you some advice. You know what I mean? Gave you some pointers. All right, bro, try this. You know what I'm saying? Take it that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you telling me, nah, that's just my homegirl, bro. I won't see her like that. That's sis. Oh, okay, bro. Like,
Okay, that's
that's what you
it. She
saying.
very-
Then once you make a move and you start, you know what I'm saying, making shit happen, hanging out with her, going on dates, he hitting her up, not you. Then he hear up, oh, why you going out with him, my dog?
Now
Like,
y'all
bro,
the best of friends, huh? Now y'all
yeah,
tightest and the closest, and
yeah,
that's
we
the
are
homie.
friends. So she hit me up like, oh man, such and such got a problem with us going to. I said, hey, listen, I'm a very respectful guy. Like, I don't like to be messing in, you know what I'm saying, like intervening on my dog's moves and shit. So I asked him. He said that you guys were friends. So and then I wanted to step to you, and I went through protocol. So I was just like, I don't understand why he ain't called me. And if we boys, why you calling her? Man, dudes
Because
be
he didn't want
scared.
to. He didn't want to come across as being weak.
Yeah,
Because he had already told you, like,
correct.
nah,
So he
ain't
can't
nothing
step to
there.
me because he
Yeah,
already, so the only way he could intervene is through the back end with her,
that
trying to
ego.
convince her that it's just a bad idea. Didn't think she was gonna hit me up on like, hey, your friend is thinking like, I'm like, what the hell? Like he just
He
gave me
thought
the
he could
green light.
finesse her into canceling on you. Then,
Right,
in
Yeah.
that
Mm.
moment, he was going to decide who was most important to her.
right.
Mm-hmm.
On that friendship. I'm hitting him on like, bro, I asked you, bruh. Now we just ops. Best man win, cause like
Right.
I have no choice at this point. You put me in the corner. I gotta get out of this corner, bro.
uh, and what dog did? Dog had knew he had lost because I took it down in the laundry room.
The laundry room is nuts.
Dog, dog came back at the end of that doggone deployment with a proposal, nigga. That nigga got
Yeah,
on
he
one.
won.
He engaged to her. He proposed to
He
her.
married
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
They got married. They still married.
They trade a wedding
That
trainer,
is
man.
terrible.
They trade a wedding trainer.
Trey,
That's what they get for
hey,
lying.
you gave him some act right. That's for sure. You
That's
gave
what
him
he
some
Nah,
act
he
is.
just a
right.
sucker.
That
He
don't
a
make no
He
sense.
sucker.
That
said
was just like
never again.
Trey him
honest
shit.
with
He just a
himself.
sucker. He's a sucker for not like admitting that
Being
he loved the
honest with
chick.
himself
Being
and being
honest with
honest
himself.
with
He's a
you.
sucker. Like quit
He
being
said
doing
never
sucker shit,
again. You ain't
man.
finna get her again. She mines.
Now you gotta like marry this chick that don't gave up the box in the laundry room. You could have avoided the whole laundry room shit, man. You just honest with yourself.
Right. And honest with
Uh,
you. Shit. Like,
I don't know. He probably still wanted it, and they be horny out there on underwear and stuff. He probably still would have took it.
that nigga was
You
crying. Shit, I saw the. I
you ever
saw
You
the.
been
still
horny?
would have took it, Trey. I don't
Hey
think that
Shell,
he
real
was not.
quick.
I don't think it was no way against, no way that Trey wasn't gonna sleep with that girl based off
Hmm?
that story.
Nah, Trey a respectful guy.
She was gonna give it up.
Oh, she definitely
Oh
won't give it
yeah.
up, but
Oh
I
he
yeah.
mean,
said,
and he can still be respectful if she throwing it. He just was gonna catch it.
she throw it bike.
She threw it bike
I,
in the
I,
laundry
nah,
room. She was like,
y'all think
"Excuse
dudes,
me."
y'all think dudes don't turn shit down. I could tell
I do know guys turn things down. They surely do.
for sure.
That's not true. I know plenty
I'm
to
about to
do.
I
say,
don't think they do often because I don't think a lot of dudes get
shit,
offers that often.
shit, 2023,
You can work them down though. Blue. They
2023. Like if you on any social media app in one shape or form, you getting some shit thrown at you. If
Okay.
you anybody out here that got some motion and some shit going on, they like dudes and chicks aren't that far apart these days as far as aggressiveness, saying what they like. Like that
yeah
shit's out there a little
yeah.
bit. So
hmm
yeah, dudes have like if you got some motion going on, you got to turn shit down.
Yeah.
Unless you're doing shit out of spite. Y'all ever fuck out of spite?
No, I
Yeah.
never done that, man. I'm a lover.
Yeah.
I knew
I
they
don't.
had. That's why I asked.
No, there was one time where I had a girl who double crossed me,
Okay.
and her guy, he kind of made advances. And so
Let me get my
I
pussy up to
started
get
to
back at this
entertain him a
bitch.
little bit because I was like, out of spite, I'm going to lay with him.
I ain't mean
But I
get
never
pussy.
did because that's just not me. it's just not me.
Same.
I didn't go through with it because I would have just been doing it for the stupidest reason, and really he'd have just gotten access to me for no reason. Then he'd have been able to say he
See,
had
I
us
like that
bundled,
lingo. I like
and
the
Yeah.
access lingo.
I canceled. I aborted mission.
I
So
did the same thing. I scared her because
Oh, I
she was
thought you
pissing
said
me
you
off.
did, Chef.
No, I was saying I scared her
Chef done
because she
folded
was
her hand.
she was pissing me off and coming at me the
Yeah,
wrong kind of
chill out.
way. And when I try to tell her whatever, but I left that alone because I really don't be trying to I don't really like playing them games with people, whatever. If you do some dirt or whatever, for me, if I do some dirt or whatever, I still don't want it to be a messy situation.
Right.
So that shit's going to the grave with me, and I just
Oh, so you
prefer it
did
that
it, but
way.
it's going to the grave.
No, no. In that situation, it was like blue. It was just like I thought about it. It did cross my mind. I
Oh,
could have.
the
All
opportunity
the,
was there,
all
so
the,
you know you
yeah,
do
everything was there to do it. But it just didn't feel right. I knew it wasn't right, and it just ain't worth it in the end because you ain't trying to be with that person. That person ain't going nowhere, and some things just ain't worth your time and energy. And then what's gonna come from it? I already know what's gonna come from it.
Right,
So
right.
they gonna want to do it again, and it's gonna be a thing, and they gonna think I'm gonna be some side chick for them. And no,
You ever been a side chick?
yes,
Mm. How'd that work out? You like it? It was about you like it was. I know it was racy at first, but then like Christmas came around and shit, right? And then you had to go. You gotta be with his real family.
I I think by the time
stumped her.
it's tough. What I can say about myself is that I'm tapped into reality. So in my adult life, if you messing with somebody you ain't got no business messing with, you can't be delusional at the same damn time.
Right.
So for me, I really have done a great job at checking my emotions in the few situations that I can think of like that. I've really, and no matter if I have feelings for that person, because obviously I have to have feelings for that person for me to even consider even messing with them in those type of circumstances. So therefore, I keep the shit in perspective and say, whatever happened, happened. And I know that shit ain't gonna be long term. So I don't get these fantasies where I think I can take somebody away or I can change their mind or that I'm
Mm.
about to run off into the sunset and that shit they finna walk away. That normally almost never happens. It does happen, but
Man, being a
it's
role
very
player is an
few
elite trait.
that it
So
happens to and they're happy.
Scottie
And
Pippen excelled at that shit. Just knowing
That
yeah,
your
might be
and
role.
right.
rule
And
number
I don't
one in
wanna
the side
be
chicks guidebook.
Yeah, you gotta know your role. Scotty, like
right.
you gotta be Scottie Pippen.
I don't know. I
If
don't
you're a
wanna
side,
be
you Scottie Pippen. You got, but you could go beat Jordan somewhere else and all that shit. But you in a good, safe place to get 6 rings, put some doubles up, and be a goat
Oh
in a
yeah.
certain category just by being by the goat. You feel me? So you just gotta be Scottie Pippen.
yeah. So I feel like if you would get in a situation like that, you need to be able to control your emotions
Yeah,
and just don't get delusional
you
into
just
what
gotta
you're
back
doing.
Jordan up.
But that is
Oh,
not what I try to represent or
that's
whatever.
hard.
You
That's a
just
hard.
know that things like that happen. Sometimes the opportunity is there and people get in your face and they get vulnerable and you get vulnerable and then things happen. But what
Mm-hmm.
I can say for me is that it's not anything ideal from my life and what I want to be, what
I
I
hear
want
that.
going on.
I feel that.
I don't
Never been.
condone it. It's not right, people. I don't put that out there. I'm not no
What you say,
Jezebel or
Blue?
no home wrecker or anything like that. And if anything, if any woman
We're not
come at
judging you.
me,
We're not
No.
judging. We're not judging you.
I
At all,
know,
sis.
I know,
TikTok might be on your
but to
ass.
the listeners or whatever,
Yeah,
they like to
TikTok and
TikTok
type
and
YouTube.
first.
YouTube
They
might
like
be.
to.
They might be on your ass about this shit because
They
they will.
will, and people watch the show that know me or whatever, and I don't need people like, oh, I wonder what she talking. You ain't
You
gonna
eating
never
a
know
hot
because,
dog?
like I said, I'm going to my grave with it all.
You gotta take it
So,
to the grave,
but
sis.
I would say that I don't condone a lot of things. We make mistakes, we get in situations, but I ain't trying to break up no happy homes or anything
Already.
like that. You and your person need to figure out y'all shit and do you. I want my own person. That's why I'm
So
single
you
and I
broke it off.
date. And huh?
Oh,
You broke it off, and he broke it off.
oh yeah. Oh, they still going.
Almost every.
You about to lie. You waited too long. You know
No,
who broke off. You about to lie.
I would have to say that what I do is kind of fucked
Still
up.
on the clock, baby.
What I do is kind of what I do is kind of fucked up. I just started switching it up. So like Blue spoke on access that good morning, how you doing? Them daily texts you start sending me, I stop responding. And
Dang.
I kind of go cold because it's like I need you. I don't want this anymore. I don't. It just don't feel right for whatever reason. I don't. I'm just ain't feeling no more. It don't feel good no more. I'm still cool with you, but it just don't feel good no more, and I don't want to do it because it's nothing that I need to be doing no way. So I'll start doing little stuff to make them stop lose. I say lose interest in that way, but the interest don't be gone because it's been a few people where I could just give a call, or whatever, and they're like, don't you miss this situation or whatever with us or whatever, and I'm like, no, I really don't. Even if I'm lying or not, even if I do still kind of wish that we kind of had our little thing going on, I still say I don't, that it's best that we ended it or whatever, because I don't want to fall back into that again.
Right.
I was gonna say I've never been a side chick knowingly. It had to be like, oh, surprise.
Oh, you got shout out to little Migo.
Baby Migo.
Baby Migo back there, dog. You're ad libbing. Yeah, mama.
Quit lying.
I like the mama sound just like Amigo. Mama.
So did.
Mama.
No, but I tried to have a relationship with a guy who was pending a divorce.
Okay.
He was going through a shitty battle. It was a fight. He
Yeah.
was unhappy, and I was going through a breakup. So I related to him on the grieving part of having to release the relationship. He had been married to her for about 10 years. I was getting out of like an 8-year relationship. So I felt like that's where we had bonded because we were both having a really hard time. We were having a
Little
tough
trauma bond.
a trauma bond, and so
A
we
little
started
trauma
spending
hunch.
a lot of time with each other. I mean, unlimited time. So it didn't seem like there was no room or space for him to be doing anything else. It was just, you
Right.
know. And then one day he just cut me off cold turkey.
They got back
Ooh,
together.
yeah, that's it right there. You was
Yep.
fiending for that dangling.
Nah, she knew how to get him back.
Yeah, she did. They were fighting hard, like over the assets, over the house, and
Yeah.
over everything. And I
That's it.
guess
What
one day
happened?
they just rekindled their
She
situation.
felt some energy leaving too, though, right from him.
Yeah, he was spending
Like,
a lot of time with me. Like
yeah.
there
So
was
he
no
started
sign or
fighting. He
evidence
started
that
texting her all day, back and forth arguing. She was like, "Why this
stop
nigga ain't
fighting
texting me?"
with her. When people stop
Right.
fighting with you, you know
Then
it's a wrap.
there you
You found a
go.
little bit of peace.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like why this man ain't fighting with me no more? Why he like something's up?
Yep.
She was like had to,
Finesse,
rekindle
she
that
reeled
thing.
that ass right on back home.
Shout
And
out
he
to
cut
Peace.
me off cold turkey. I'm like, damn, I ain't never experienced anything like that in my life, but it set
You
some
was
different standards for
she know how to suck that thing from the back.
Oh
whatever
yeah.
the fuck it was. I mean, they had been married. She was doing
Oh yeah.
something right.
I ain't never know enough
Mm-mm.
time there with
She
that thing. Like,
initially got the ring,
That
the
nigga just
house.
got finished shaving.
trying to tell
She
you.
got the ring. She was the wife. She was doing something right. I
Hmm.
hate that. I mean, I was telling him like, you guys should work it out. He absolutely did not want
What was
to.
the
And that's
issue? Cause I
fine.
know he told you.
Huh?
What was the issue? Cause I know he told you. Like when dudes in a vulnerable state like that, they'll tell all their business.
He said that she was too ghetto, too hood.
Oh damn, he went
Uh,
back to that.
Now,
he said that she,
all right, that could be a problem.
I guess he felt like he felt like she let her mama dictate the relationship that
Oh
they had.
hell no, boy,
I left her
let me.
ghetto ass where she was at.
Yeah, so I mean,
Well,
he had his complaints. I didn't want to hear too much about it. Like we're
Yeah.
trying to escape our situations,
That's
but
facts.
he definitely cut my ass off, and I'm like, damn.
She
did
put
you
that
do something that was
she
more
put that
ghetto than
ghetto
what she
bop
was
on him.
doing?
No, I wasn't ghetto. I mean, I'm
Nah,
ghetto
Blue
to
ain't
me,
ghetto.
but I think he was dealing with
You
somebody who
black
was
as
like
hell, but you
real
ain't
hood
ghetto.
or whatever. Like
Yeah.
sometimes hood girls just got this certain type of mentality that they can't really escape from. And with me and him, we had
Mm.
really intellectual conversations. We
Hold
cared
on,
about.
Hey, hey, Migo, chill out, cause start all that over. Cause you
Oh,
saying some
Yeah,
good shit.
because what you were saying, yeah,
You
that's a good
you
take.
saying some good shit. I like
yeah,
that shit. So
yeah.
say
Well, I
that
was
again.
saying that I think she had more of like a impoverished mindset. And he was trying to elevate, he was trying to get to another place. And that's what we did have in common. We had a lot of open dialogue and stuff like that, a lot of relatability. We had a lot of good conversation. He said that she was a little bit hood and she kind of had this mentality that she was caught up in that she couldn't get past, and she let her mom dictate the relationship. He was just having a hard time trying to establish
Dominance.
his dominance in a situation because her and her, like, if she would listen to her mama over him, as the husband. And so he was having a hard time with that, but they were battling like over the house and stuff like that. But somehow she got his ass back and he cut me off.
So it sounded like
I'm
he
saying, man.
needed therapy. He needed to go to therapy. But
Hmm.
I
Good old dick
wonder,
therapy.
that after it, that him just going back to her after just having this emotional slash
I don't
sexual
think she got
relationship with
rid of none of
you.
them ghetto traits.
I don't exactly. You went back to
Oh,
the
for
same
sure.
thing.
For
So
sure.
what is it, y'all? You just had a 10-year
No,
itch, or
it's
y'all just was
no, it's
beefing for a
mental.
while and you needed to escape for a moment.
No, no,
I
I don't
think they
think it's
got
that.
together
No,
when
I
they
don't
were
think it's that.
young and he
Yeah.
was trying to grow up.
Okay.
She wasn't really trying to grow up.
Yeah, but
Okay.
none of that seems like it would have been able to change if he went from
Right, but this is
her
how
to
it
you
works.
and back.
This is how it works. So
Well,
he
they
he
ended up going through the divorce
my shit
anyway. He cut
muted.
me off and came back about
Nah,
a year
you good.
later.
Here's like I'm trying like from a man's perspective, right? Somebody that's been in like that seat before, like as a young man, right? Like you're like shit's toxic, right? You're going through a breakup, and the shit's already you're in your mind just like it's just a breakup of property, breakup of like things, and it's just not like y'all just dating. Y'all got assets and shit together, so it's not like I clean cut her off, right? And I still got to communicate with this person. So you're going through this breakup at the same time. Naturally, I'm not saying it's right, but naturally, people like to find something to fall back on or some type of trauma bonding to do or anything like that. But just an escape. But also, like you still need some emotional somebody to like just vent with, whatever it may be. But you're still looking for like a woman type shit. I'm not saying you should be,
Yeah,
but that's the situation what we're talking
yeah.
about. So you
He
meet this
said
new
he didn't know how
person,
to be alone.
right? And that's the thing, right? So
Hmm.
like you
Yeah,
meet this new person,
uh,
so you're
yeah,
talking
he
to the
needs some
new
therapy.
person, right? And then like I said, when you start engaging with this new person, now you're going out on dates and shit. Your
Hmm.
energy and time, all that texting the up your ex, your breakup, all that texting and shit slow down. All the arguing slow down. And it's a lot of, all right, you got it. A lot of not responding to toxic shit. And that person feels that. And they know that energy's going somewhere else. So they gonna change their shit. If they toxic and they really not don't want to break up, and they really got some ties there still, or some attachments. I'm not even gonna say no love. It's really attachment. They still got some attachments to this person. They still want to argue and shit. So they'll do what they gotta do, manipulate the situation to play nice because they know that energy is going somewhere else. So they'll do what they gotta do to get them back in the fold or whatever because they see a type of glow, a happiness, and that dude in his mind, like he was already trying to make it work. It's up to that dude at that point to know
Hmm.
if this shit is genuine, is it real change, or is it just lingo? Is it
Yeah,
just talk? You feel
yeah,
me? And if you believe just what people say, then you just fall back for the okay, yeah, I'm gonna change this, I'm gonna change that, and then you just cold turkey whatever happiness you got going at that moment, you just cold turkey that shit off to go back to fix something that you was already trying to fix, thinking like, okay,
hmm,
she finally get it. And then when you back in there, like there's no real change. There's no real, steps trying
hmm.
to get better. You should be like, man, I
Yeah.
should have just
They
kept doing
they
what I
still
was
ended up
doing.
they still ended up divorcing. I
See?
guess he tried. It didn't work out. He tried to come back later, and I was like, hell no. He taught me, like, I set this rule after that because that shit hurt my feelings. So I set this rule, like, I will never date anybody who's pending a divorce, pending a breakup, if they haven't been removed from the situation for at least over a year or two, more than likely over 2 years. I need them 2 years out or have been single
Damn,
at
you got a
least.
non compete?
Oh yeah, she got non-compete.
It's a lot of
She
men
got
out
an
here
old
and
Uh,
women. It's a lot
That's
of men and women
crazy.
out here that
that
are
nigga
not
done.
ready. They're
A
not ready to
non
move on. They're
compete.
not emotionally
No.
available.
And I don't want to be nobody's rebound girl. I don't want to be the
Mm-hmm.
rebound girl because I mean,
But you stole the rebound. You stole the.
I felt real side chicked. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Whoa! Because I'm pretty sure that
Yeah.
that's what they deal with. Like
Uh,
you got this great
Yeah.
relationship with someone, and then all of a sudden, boom! You like not important, like at the drop of a dime. Oh no.
But you were also like suffering and dealing and healing, trying to heal from a situation too, right,
Yeah,
Blue?
he'll
So you
sucker.
shouldn't have even
He'll,
probably been even trying to focus on having a relationship
yeah,
with
that's what
anybody
we
else
were saying
outside of
though.
just
I
friendship.
shouldn't have, but I
Yeah,
was
that's what we're
a
saying. Like,
They
100%
both was in the
done.
same. They both was in the same
No, we
situation.
Right,
weren't
right.
because I was done. He was pending being
Oh,
done
I thought
because
y'all both was in the same shit.
no, my guy, there was nothing that he could have done to pull me back. Nothing.
But you were still just fresh from it, and so that right there is still concerning, and
no, technically, that's
people
what I was
need
saying
time.
earlier. Yeah, technically, that's what I was saying earlier. Technically, like, of course, like people should break up. Like we know, like how to like really heal and give space and time between relationships is what you technically supposed to do. But sometimes shit just don't move that
Yeah.
smooth, and you be moving on some toxic shit and start talking to new people without healing. Um, but he's still a sucker for going cold turkey like that.
Motherfucker could have said something.
Like
Damn.
that's
He
Yeah.
wild.
He
blocked
could
you
have
or
communicated.
something,
Hell
bro?
He
yeah.
definitely could have communicated. Like,
Damn.
yo,
You
like,
gotta
all
be a
right, this
G,
is
Hurt
man.
people, hurt people.
No, you gotta be a G, bro. You gotta
this
like be men. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the situation may
can't
be,
hurt
face.
nobody. It can't move on
Yeah.
hurt.
Especially if you know she going through a similar situation. You know what that shit felt like when your fucking heart broke and you trying
And
to
you were
figure
leaning
out
on her
shit.
titty, and
And
you
then
were
you
on her breast,
you know,
on blue breast, crying.
Just an asshole. He would all and then it turned out, after
Big
years passed, he
pepperoni.
would always come back and find me. And I'm like, no, motherfucker, I'm not about to be this person for you. He would always come back and find me. And look, we were good friends. We became friends because I'm like, I'm gonna keep his ass in a friend zone. Because he cool. We can still have these
You said
conversations.
spats?
That's what happened. He ended up getting with a girl and he
He cool in the
blocked
friend
me and cut me off again. I'm like, nigga, we just friends. Why the hell you gotta cut me off now? And
zone?
then
You was doing a little slick shit, probably.
no, I wasn't. I
Blue,
was
was y'all friends with benefits? Y'all
no,
start sliding back in again? Or are you just strictly friends?
no, we were friends. I was in a relationship. So we were
Okay.
just cool. But I was sending a message like, "Hey, how you doing?" And one of his girlfriend hit me up. Like
Nice.
he's engaged. He's engaged and you don't need to be checking up on him and how he doing. I'm like, you weak ass bitch. Why would you even let a woman say anything to me? You know what I'm saying? I'm
yeah,
just a
yeah.
fucking friend. It's
G
not why
shit.
you don't need to use
G
her to
shit.
fight your battle against me. That's whack as hell.
You know,
I must
he a sucker though.
I
You
You
must
gotta
have
be
already know
cussed
that
careful
though.
her ass
with
out.
guys like that, yeah. And women and guys like that. You
He
do.
already did sucker shit, so I
He
don't know why
weak
you
as
Right.
expecting.
fuck. Like,
Yeah, he
damn,
weak
That's
as
in his
hell
character.
yeah,
for
it's just
sure.
turning out that you just a weak ass
He
nigga.
know what he's gonna do
Overall.
in the future. His son's gonna bring a girl home, and he's gonna be like, "God damn, son, you don't know what to do with no shit like that."
Exactly.
That's what's gonna happen.
She
That's
gonna
what's
be
gonna
Miss Run Off with your dad.
That's dope.
happen.
He gonna always be weak, man. This last time that he found me and
It's
then he was like,
karma.
"Hey, man, what's happened? I'm not in that relationship no more." Guess what I did?
Yeah,
Blocked. I
yeah,
blocked his ass
Oh, I
yeah.
first.
thought you was about to say something.
I thought you
No,
were gonna say
I
something
finally
wild.
blocked his ass first. Like I don't give a fuck. Like what you?
I
Who you
fucked his daddy.
The son.
The son.
No.
I ought to go find his
We
daddy for that. That'll
podcasting
be
today a
that
little
I
bit.
will homie hop him. He can get the homie
Yeah, yeah.
hop.
He
Let me
deserved
find
the
out who
homie
he
hop.
fucking
He
friends
You
with.
should go
deserves the
homie
homie
hop
hop.
just to
Did
fuck
you
with
know
him.
any of his homies, Blue? Because
Hell
you
no.
need to
Yeah.
homie
You know
hop
what?
one good
Yeah,
time on his ass.
Let me
yeah.
find out. Let me find.
Look,
I need to unblock him so I can see who the
Yeah,
hell
she
he's thinking it
go
she
through
with.
his
like the
friend
female
list.
dude
Go
from
through his
Taken.
likes. Go through his Facebook likes and be like,
Yep.
okay, yeah,
See what
he like
friend he
every
like
that's his
all
boy.
his stuff and comment on and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
the one you
one.
get.
That's
I'm
your
about to get that
homie right there.
nigga. I'm about to get that nigga. I think he's about to be my motherfucker.
Find his brother if you can.
I'm going for the brother, the uncle, the cousin, the daddy.
All right,
Y'all,
we podcasting today a little bit, man. We gotta do some celebrity news just for the peoples, man. Tory Lanez caught 10 years. What say y'all, man? For the shooting, Meg the Stallion and her big ass feet.
Nice.
I think that's fair.
10 years?
I think 10 years is fair because he's not going to serve 10 years. I think he do need to take
No,
some
he about to hit
accountability.
10.
You think so?
He was already on papers. Yeah,
Stop, man.
they saying he's about to do the whole 10. And then
Oh,
he's gonna
damn.
get deported.
But he
Oh,
was
yeah.
going to do 20 at first. Then they appealed it and got a lesser sentence, right?
Here's the thing: you think if Tory Lanez go before parole about shooting a woman in the feet, you think they just gonna, yeah, just let him out?
Yes, a lot of them celebrities get away with all kinds of crap.
Money talks.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't got this. He's about to do 10 years. Like his money is not talking a whole lot right now.
His money quiet as fuck.
Yeah, that shit's on
Oh,
mute.
His money is
his
silent.
money whispering like his money
Mhm.
like regular people money right
I
now.
don't know all the
He
circumstances
was
of what
talking
his
greasy.
priors.
Here's the craziest shit, right? So when the shit happened, he was talking so confidently. I thought his money was talking. I'm like, okay, dog got he knows some shit we don't know. Either he innocent or he rich as shit
You
because
thought
he's
that was for
talking
me?
like he got this shit figured out. And now when shit go through the ringer, he's guilty. He got 10 years. I'm like, bro, you was just goofy. Like you really didn't have nothing to stand on. You out here talking so confident and crazy after shooting at a woman's feet, right? You shot her foot, and then you somehow you thought you was gonna beat this shit, and you talk like all greasy about this shit. Now you're locked up. Like his money is quiet as shit. Ain't no way he got no real money. His daddy was out front of the courthouse talking about Slim Rock Nation.
Oh yeah, Jay Z did all this shit.
He said Jay Z did it.
Well, whoever did it, it was he did it.
That's
He did it.
crazy.
My thing is that Megan had a reputation. Hey, stop. Of being toxic herself and
That's
being
facts.
drunk and
Oh
having
yeah,
anger issues, having rage, becoming violent. She had a reputation herself of being that way.
for
So
sure.
it's just I don't peg her as 100% innocent in a situation.
You
That's why I
correct
feel
there.
like he
That's facts.
definitely should have had consequences for taking things that far. Like, why are you pulling out a weapon? Granted, Megan's a big ass woman. I don't know. Tori
Yeah,
like my height. She's
yeah,
like
she's a
4'11".
stallion.
Oh, he's a
Yeah, she's a
dude.
stallion.
I don't give a
Megan's
fuck
like
how no big.
6'1" or some
You can
shit.
bring a 7'5" woman in the building. I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna handle this shit very easily.
Oh yeah,
I may be wrong. She may beat my ass, but I'm not
She
gonna feel like
probably
I
would
gotta
beat
pull a
your ass.
pistol on
She
no
probably was
woman, bro.
slanging his ass by his little ass head and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know they be
Then I
boxing.
gotta bust at her. I'm just playing.
He had to
yeah.
go get the gap.
Why not just drive off then?
No, I'm not finna be dealing with
Nah,
women like that. Like I don't. I like to be around like women that want to vibe, chill, have a good time. Like not raging drunk women. I'm out. Like I like to be around ladies that want to be ladies. All that partying, loud, goofy shit, and I gotta shoot you. Like that ain't my vibe.
oh yeah,
like why am I in the room? I feel like I gotta shoot a woman. Like I shouldn't be in this type of environment.
yeah.
I
I'm
prefer to
not.
be around
I don't think
like
it's never a
nice women.
situation where you should feel that
I
way,
don't know.
even
I've
if it
been
was
around some
getting
women
loud.
that
You can leave.
yeah. I'm just saying I've been around some women that
Well,
I
but
can
that's the thing
understand
though.
why
He tried to leave or she left. Like
I
she
kid.
went back. You know what I'm saying? The way that the story is told is that she tried to leave or they tried to separate them and then Megan went back for the smoke. Be quiet, girl.
Right.
Was he not in a car, in a vehicle they could drive off?
Yeah.
They were
There's no
all in the
excuse.
vehicle
It don't matter if
together.
he was walking, Shell. Like it
They were
don't matter if
all
he was
together
abandoned on
in
a
Right. There's no
bicycle.
excuses.
There's
That's
no
my point.
excuse.
There's no
There's no
excuse.
excuse.
no,
Absolutely.
no,
Shell's
no.
right.
It's not an excuse to take your gun out and shoot somebody that you're supposed to be cool with just because y'all drunk. Like, why would you ever?
But you gotta watch. And one of my guys, shout out to Remy Ran. He listened to this show. He tagged me. He said, "Silk, you be telling me about that, telling folks about that liquor. That bro, liquor is crazy. Like, they say cocaine's a hell of a drug. Liquor is a hell of a drug, and it's just on shelves. So we look at it like it's cool, but that shit is a drug.
It
Oh, it's
is.
spirit. Alcohol means
It
spirit.
will. It
oh yeah,
alters.
They
It
call it
alters
wine and spirits is what they call the
personalities
stores.
for
oh
sure.
yeah. Also, when you lick her,
Hey, what is going on? We're podcasting today. Where we at? We're at hour 21.
It
yeah,
it
Okay,
will
we
possess
vibing.
you. I feel like people get possessed.
Yes, I mean yes.
that's a hell of a drug, dude.
Hell
Right?
yeah.
It's a
Because
hell
I
of a
used to deal with
drug.
that with one of my exes. Like he would be so cool and so metal and so persistent in his personality. And it wouldn't be until he didn't have to get drunk. He didn't have to get like belligerent drunk. He didn't have to have like 12 shots. All the liquor had to do was hit his bloodstream. All he had to do was drink one drink and then all of a sudden he was aggressive.
Turn
Oh
into
damn.
Hulk,
What the hell you got? What kind
turn
of
green, and just exploded. Ugh.
yeah.
Everybody got to die.
She dealing
Drunk
with
now. Drunk man is here. I was just playing. No, but liquor,
Miga,
you gotta be like very responsible. I think like it's way more dangerous than like weed.
it is.
It's it's,
It
it's
is.
dangerous, man. I think people need to know. I talk to my daughter because she's getting to the age where she's like 16. Kids have parties, and she's all. I
Yeah.
also got to prep her mind for college. Alcohol is very dangerous. I just don't
yeah.
feel
Yeah.
safe
Yeah.
with
And
my
then
my.
and then people who go through those spaz outs, they don't really remember. So that's even worse because you can't hold them accountable to their behavior.
No, I
Sometimes
don't
you can't
believe in
say,
that
"Hey, man,
shit.
this
As
is
somebody that has
this is your
spazzed out
behavior."
and lied about not remembering,
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
not
you
remembering shit,
because
like
it's
I
because
don't want to remember that shit, so I'm gonna
they
lie
don't
to y'all. Like,
they
you're
don't
like
embarrassed
what?
about it.
they're
Right.
blind. They're blind to the environment. Like, sometimes they try to justify it. They're like, "No, I was right for feeling angry." And you're like,
That's
"No, you kind
facts.
of wasn't, bro." Like,
Right.
the alcohol made you think you would justify behave that way, but you weren't. Like, anybody who
Mm.
I've been there before.
that's not how you handle things. And the guy that I dated, I mean, he would get drunk. He wouldn't even have to get drunk. That's what made it hard for me to be able to identify that there was a problem, because I'm like, but he's not drunk. So I can't just say he's an alcoholic. So what
Right.
else is going on, like, in between being an alcoholic and just being someone
Spirits.
who something happens to them when they have a drink, and they don't have to be
Facts.
drunk? It's really weird. It's really
That's
weird. But he
spirits.
would get
No,
mad
I
at
think
me
like
out of no damn where about something from 2 years ago. So, I'll be like,
Like we was
it's
talking earlier,
unusual.
right? We was talking earlier with I'm gonna let you talk, Trey. I'm sorry, bro. But we was talking earlier with Shell about going out, and like I said, some people need to drink to get bubbly, and she was saying the thing. I don't have to drink to get bubbly or anything. Some people turn bubbly when they drink. Some people turn angry when they drink. Some people turn peaceful or happy or flirty. But that shit is spirits. How it leads to those different personalities and what you may be going through mentally probably determines a lot of that shit. But that shit is definitely personality altering for sure.
Yes.
yeah. And I think what I was gonna say,
Absolutely.
like naturally, me personally, like I'm a big spirit, big energy type person.
Right.
And I think like when we said that, alcohol is spirits, and for me, whatever spirit that you are in when you consume whatever you consume, it sometimes enhances it, right? So if you consuming alcohol and you in a depressive mind state, or if you are in a toxic mind state, then when you consume that alcohol, it's gonna enhance that toxicity, whatever like internal shit that
Right.
the outside people don't see. Like it's just gonna be
It comes
elevated and
out.
it's gonna display itself.
Right.
Um, but I think we all got to be cognizant of all substances and like take them, like be intentful for whatever
That's facts.
whatever we putting in
Put in
our
our
body,
body.
I guess.
Hmm.
So
That's
can I
facts.
ask, what kind of drunks are y'all?
Yeah, what
You
kind of
you getting
drunk are
it you
you?
getting it right now, man.
I'll
Michelle.
let everybody else go because I was gonna tell y'all, like, that kind of hit home for me a little bit of y'all
Oh, okay,
saying
go
how people can have different
ahead.
personalities when drinking.
Yeah.
Man,
But
it's
go
all love for
ahead.
me. I'm love dancing, right? You're not gonna catch me just dancing if I'm like even just smoking. But when I drink, I dance more. But it's love for me. I'm just gonna turn into like if we out and we spending money, I may spend too much money. I may think I'm Diddy and some shit, but it's just love. It's just love for me on some real shit. Like it's just love for me.
No, for real. I actually have the same personality whether I've been drinking or not. Like, sometimes when I'm out, I'll be dancing so hard. I'll be having fun. I'm laughing. I'm
Yeah, yeah.
complimenting women. And they be like, "Girl, you was so drunk the other night. You was dancing." I'm like, "Oh, I wasn't drunk."
Right,
Right.
right, right, right.
I get
Oh,
that. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was not drunk.
Yeah,
But
I'm not gonna be just dancing sober. I'm gonna be
nah,
real with
I
you.
like to
Like
dance. No,
me
I
too.
love to
At
dance.
home privately, but if we
Listen,
out and you see me dancing, like yeah,
You
silly
that
know
boy
you
and
music.
shit.
happy. You happy. You got some of that happy juice in you.
Yeah, I'm a look. It's gonna. It makes me a bit more looser in that fashion because I do care like about certain shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
my thoughts and what I speak, I don't give a fuck with nobody opinions about my thoughts and my
Right.
opinions of my perspective. But
Mm-hmm.
how I'm perceived and how I carry myself, how you
Mm-hmm.
see me in public, I do care about that.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna come off. I want to come off a certain way, and I have a way that I'm intent for how I want to come off. So if you see me dancing, that's gonna mean I got real relaxed and loose. I mean, it's 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be some champagne. We
And
vibing a
hopefully
little
you
bit.
in a safe space where you're around people that
Yeah,
that got you
that's
and know that
facts.
Right,
No,
right.
that's
Because
So
yeah,
you,
that's
because you
facts.
might be in like
Here's the
great
thing.
spirits, right, too, right, and everybody
Right.
consuming, and everybody around you
may
consuming the
not be
same.
in.
Intimate moments is the only
Yeah.
way I'm gonna get drunk. Anybody ever like right now? I'm a little tipsy right now. Just keep it 100 with y'all. And I don't like to drink on podcast. But I'm a little tipsy, but I'm in an intimate moment. I consider this show, and we used to do this show with a lot openly with a lot of people. And I told Trey we need to keep this more like intimate settings, people that we can have these type of conversations with, but like fam, you know. And I consider y'all. I appreciate doing. I miss doing this podcast. When we do this shit, I'll be like, man, I gotta get back to the cup. because I get to have conversations that's outside of sports, real life, and like regular life shit. But anywho, yeah, if you getting whenever I'm getting intoxicated, and I've said this on this show before, it's got to be in an intimate setting. Like there's very few people that can say I seen Corey drunk. You feel me? Like I'm not gonna be out in public, falling asleep on
Yeah,
couches,
belligerent.
walking or belligerently drunk. That happened to me very young at like 19. I was in college and I got drunk and I woke up. I was like, "What the fuck happened last night?"
Mhm.
And I was like, "That'll never happen to me again." Anytime I ever consume anything, I want to be in control. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be no addict or anything. I'm very like I want to when it pertains to that type of stuff, substances. I've been very responsible in my life. I'm never gonna let anything take control of me. So I had one drunk ass night that I couldn't remember nothing, and I was like, that'll never happen to me again. I didn't know where I woke up at. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that'll never happen again. Like fuck that. So I'm very like intentful with when I'm putting liquor in my body. Bro, know this about me. I'm always talking about alcohol. I like alcohol, but I'm only gonna consume that shit around my loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Around people that I could, because I told y'all how I get. I get loving, and everybody don't have that same
Spirit.
mindset. You know,
Mm-mm.
everybody. Some people like they get in that setting, they see it as a vulnerability, or they whatever they may use it as. Like
Oh
they
yeah, them
find,
crying drunks. Why did you go there? I
yeah,
like,
yeah,
take
yeah,
your
yeah.
ass home.
Get away from me, boy.
I'll take that over angry drunk.
An
Yeah,
angry
me
Angry
drunk.
too. I'll
angry
take us.
drunks are
Yeah,
woo.
I
I
mean, I
done been
have
around
friends
them.
that's on every bit of the spectrum, and I earlier this year, this year I had a situation. Long story short, where I got shit faced drunk for my birthday
Oh,
slash
you
New
shit at
Year's.
yourself?
What are you talking about, shit?
Shit faced drunk
Oh,
on my birthday slash New Year.
I done
And
seen it.
long story
She's a
short,
sailor. I heard that.
I was in a really like high, like euphoric, good vibe feeling at that point where I
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
that point. And of course, I knew that I had drank a lot, but of course, you never think that you're like too drunk. And I thought that I felt like I was in a safe space with the people that I was with. Um,
Because that's how that shit do. And
Yeah.
then you may
and
be
I
in
knew
love.
that I wasn't
You
about to
meant
get in a
love though.
vehicle or anything.
Yeah.
And shit still popped off because as good as a great as a move that I am, that I was in, and I was, and life is great, and
Yeah,
it's my
yeah, yeah.
birthday.
Yeah.
Somebody
That,
annoyed and
and
shit.
then I had someone that
Yeah.
was close to me and
I
behind
hate
me
her.
saying, "You drunk as shit,
I hate her.
and you're just a drunk. You're an embarrassment." And that immediately changed my whole it changed my
That's what
whole
I was
like
saying.
mood and everything. And
Bitch.
it made me angry.
That's why I
And
don't want
I
to be
went
around
off.
hater motherfuckers when I'm getting drunk. If I'm
And
getting drunk, I gotta
and
be
I don't
around
get that
love.
drunk that often. It's been a few times when I have been that drunk and
Right.
and it's been celebratory kind of situations. Um and that was one of them where I felt like I understood the assignment. And like I said, I don't want to talk about too much because I feel like it could be almost a half a show on some of the aspects of the situation. But it was a relationship that is just now getting back on track. And I told you this happened in January
Right, right, right.
with somebody that like this with me. And I just feel like not with you guys not knowing any of the other circumstances in the situation, I told you what I did. And I think at some point I did black out. And but what one thing I knew for sure is that
You blacked out?
I feel like
Okay.
I felt like I didn't need to hear any of that negativity at that moment. We should have carried on, went to the room, laid down, went to sleep, and then we could have discussed it the next day. I don't think that me being that drunk and us, you know, knowing how much alcohol I had consumed and knowing I was celebrating and stuff, I think that it would have just been better if we could have discussed any kind of discussion about how drunk I was at that moment.
See, when
You
So,
beat her
I
ass.
think this is
You
my
beat her
opinion on
ass,
that.
Phil.
Like,
You beat
huh?
her ass. You beat her ass up.
No, 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 no,
Mm.
no, Shell ain't
no.
baby. Shell love it. She's
Yeah.
not a
Oh
fighter.
yeah. Yeah.
Here's my thing though. Like,
That's why I said it's
you're
so much
not
more to the
wrong.
story. I want to unpack this one day, but I want us to unpack it in a private setting because I want to keep things in perspective because I'm and now in the process of um of healing. If
Right,
we're
right,
both
right.
in the process of healing from this situation because this is like over a 30-year friendship that
Yeah.
was that we stopped talking that very that very day. So
I
this
got
is
a lot of
something in the
questions on that, but
process.
right,
Huh?
I got a lot of questions on that, but I know you're
Right.
healing, so I'm not finna get to like too deep. But
Exactly. That's why I
I
just
like
try
what
to
you're
give it
telling
to
me.
you in a nutshell and tell you what I did and how I know that even for the most part, I'm like I said, like Blue said, I get pegged all the time. How many drinks have
You
you
get
had?
pegged?
Girl, I ain't even
Oh,
pegged.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Pegged.
whoa.
I get pegged and
Where you
say,
get
how many
pegged at?
drinks have you had, girl? How long you been here? And I'll be like, I ain't even had another drink yet. That's how my energy be a lot of times and stuff. I just love a good time, especially when I'm around good people or people that I feel safe and secure around.
I know we drinking, but she
However,
done brought out the pig.
Now,
but at the
real
same
quick.
time,
I'm
you
with
do
you.
have to be very careful because alcohol
Yeah,
is altering to even a person in me that feels
that's
like I'm
facts.
one way most of the time, and it can change you. It can change how you feel and
My
how you
thing
react.
is not judging anybody, right? Like I want like because liquor ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? I think everything is in like moderation, of
Right,
course,
right.
right? But if I'm getting drunk, why I want to explain this to the audience. Like I want to be in my intimate setting with very few people that really get me, and I never have to explain myself. Like when I get drunk, if whatever it may be, these few people that are around me, whatever what happens in life, if I get loud, if I get whatever happens, these people really get me, and I don't have to explain myself the next day in any manner because I'm not gonna be disrespectful. I'm not gonna be negative. So it's all gonna be excitement, whatever it may be, and they gonna be like, bro, you had fun last night, dog, but this is what happened. We're gonna laugh about it.
Yeah.
You know,
Right,
it's gonna be that type of moment, not like I'm mad at you or you're this or no judgment. And that
right.
I'm gonna get drunk around people that I know are not gonna judge me. You feel me?
Yeah. You don't
I'm
want to
very
wake up with
particular
a
about that.
shot ass foot.
No, I tell bro all the time, man. Yeah, you definitely don't want to wake up with a shot foot or peg.
Yeah. Or peg.
You
That's a
wake up
real
with a
bad
shot
night.
foot and a sore ass, and that's
Yeah. Then you're Meg.
And that shit ain't cute.
Mm-mm.
That is not okay. That is not
Mm-mm.
okay. That's
Mm-mm. I don't
well,
even like if I feel
that's
myself
trade.
getting drunk, I leave. Like people will be like, "Where did Jazz go? Where did she go?" Like
Facts.
I disappear when I feel it coming on. I'm like, "Oh, gotta
well,
go." All I
Yeah.
know is that I disappeared. I don't even let if I feel like I've reached my limit. I don't
Yes,
even let
sir.
nobody see me.
That's
I don't
facts.
even.
I'm on record with that. Like I tell people all the time. Like I
Mm.
may get drunk, you just not gonna see
I'm gonna
it.
have to get fun
Yeah,
drunk.
yeah.
Yeah.
We may have, if I have a couple shots and I'm like, oh, this shit about to go. I'm very
But
aware. I'm finna go to the car. I don't been out with brunch with friends, right? And the mimosas flowing. You don't got the unlimited.
Unlimited.
You don't
right.
spend
Bottomless.
$35.
Bottomless.
Bottomless. You don't spend the $35. Now you got the bottomless, and they just pouring that shit. You drinking it. And then these friends you're with, they know they got all the bar songs flowing, the vibes is flowing. Hey, let's get
Bro.
some tequila shots. You get tequila shots, and if you're aware, you start realizing like, hey, bro, this shit, the tide's turning. Like I could be like, I'm getting a little drunk here. I've
Mhm.
been in that moment out at brunch with friends, and like I'll dart off.
Yep.
And I won't necessarily drive home. I go in my car and sleep and wake up
Yep.
like we had brunch. I wake up fucking Monday morning at like 10
Yep.
a.m. sober as shit. But nobody saw me drunk. I
No, but
made it
I'll
to my
text
car.
somebody.
I got away. Now I ain't texting nobody shit. They gonna think I
I'll
went
be like,
home.
oh, I gotta at least let one person know where I went, so they don't.
You're a woman. Like I ain't gonna let
Oh, okay,
nobody
yeah,
know me. Like if
yeah,
I do let my homeboy know, he be like, bro, you tell me this shit. Dudes are different.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. What's the? I don't want nobody to Carly my ass. That's what ain't Carly, right?
Carly.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. The baby on the side of the road shit.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to listen to a police report, so
Yeah,
I'm
she
like,
had to be
Yeah.
drunk when she made that call.
Yeah, she definitely was off the mimosa bar.
I'm at least let somebody know. She was. She had to have been.
Bottomless.
Mhm.
But I'm at least let
Couldn't
somebody
get
know
pegged,
And
so
lost
that.
her damn
made a
mind. That's what she
911 call.
did.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
it.
He got 10. So what do you everybody feel about the 10 years? He got a decade. What y'all feel about the time?
That's
Appropriate?
that's tough for from one drunk night to now spend
Ah,
10 years in prison.
he was about to be so rich. He was the biggest music free agent at that time.
Damn, they got his ass.
Mm. And
I hope he.
now he in prison and they got his ass.
I hope he only do half. I think that
I
he
hope so
does
too.
need consequences,
Uh,
because he needs to be made an example out of. That as a man, you need to have self control when dealing with women, and
That's
if you're dealing with women who are out of control, who get you out of character, then you don't need to be around them. Now,
I
for
think I don't like that language when it comes to black men made an
what?
example of, because I think we been made an example of a lot of
Yeah,
times
we
when
are
it
the
comes to
example.
the
We are the
Yeah.
prototype
But then
yeah.
why keep
of
putting yourself
jail.
in situations to where you can be the
We're
poster?
the
And
So
spoke.
don't make an example out of it.
We're the
Motherfucker, fine.
ambassador of prison time.
I mean, if he did the crime,
We're the
he
Jordan
needs to do some
logo of
time. He
fucking
needs to do some
prison.
time. Period.
You got
Yeah.
handcuffs.
Real shit, man.
yeah, but
I don't
don't
wish. I
throw
don't wish
yourself in the
jail.
fire and not expect them to fucking use it
That's
to light up the
facts.
damn room. And that's what
That's
he did.
facts. I
He
mean,
could have
that's
done that.
facts, man. Unfortunately, we're not like on the grand scheme. We're not taught how to like conduct ourselves as men appropriately, and we lead in certain ways. And he didn't handle it correctly. I don't wish jail on no black man. I wish this whole situation
No,
was handled better. And I hope he does the least amount of time
me too.
that the courts allow him to do. I
Me
hope
too.
that's what happened. I wish, I don't agree with none of it. I think he did a lot of sucker shit, but
Yeah.
I know how this shit is set up. And do I think he's a
Yeah.
detriment to society? No, I do not. I
No.
don't.
But
I
he
don't
did
think.
try to whoop August Alsina ass, knowing he already
Oh
had
yeah,
a
yeah.
business
Yeah,
case.
I like that. I
Like, you
like
need
that.
to
Oh
calm
yeah.
your
Man,
ass.
ain't
Go
no man
ahead.
on man abuse, assaults and shit.
But
If
he
if
don't.
you report another man for assault, you just if it turned into caveman times and we had to survive for brute, nobody's there to save you, courts and shit. Then you just wouldn't survive anyway, right?
Yeah, but it made it look like
August
he
is not.
was
He's a
aggressive
sis.
and violent for no reason. It just didn't help his case.
So if you're a man,
He's a
August
sis.
has seen to sound crazy if you saying, "Yo, he beat on me." Beat on you.
August was literally walking by. He caught a couple of hands from little ass Tory for nothing. It was
Little
unprovoked.
ass Tory. I would have beat Tory ass. Like, what are we talking about here? I just think like men, from a certain extent, like abuse is wrong. I don't think Tory's right. I'm gonna say he's wrong for just hitting on people for no reason, right? You shouldn't be able to do that. But me as a man, if a dude ever hit me, I'm not gonna tell y'all that he assaulted me. Y'all gonna find out he assaulted me because some shit just went down. Like we calls World War
Oh, yeah.
12. That's
Both
and
of
you're
us
gonna
in
hear
jail.
about it, right? That type shit. I'm not gonna be complaining in an interview or article about another dude that abused me, bro, about hitting me, especially if you're smaller than me. Like, no, we gotta figure this shit out, little man,
Significantly smaller for sure.
for
Hey,
sure.
I would love to hear. Why you laughing?
I just never know what to expect from you, bro. So I don't know if this is serious. I don't know if this is a joke, a wet joke. Like, what do you got, man?
Look, I think it's serious.
Okay, what you got?
I think it's a serious wet joke.
You think?
Yeah. No, I know. I would love to hear Meg's opinion on what's the appropriate amount of time that she think, like, in that situation. Because I don't think if she have a bit of like, I don't know, man.
She
She
should have
she
no
know
remorse for him because he was an asshole.
No, that
he
didn't have to
was.
go down
Hey,
like that.
Yeah,
But
from
but
the
10
moment it
years
happened,
though.
say after it happened, say after he did it, right? You shot her. He just wasn't remorseful. He was an asshole.
Yeah.
He was talking
Because she
shit.
protected
He
him.
was
She
taunting.
didn't.
Right.
Yeah, she
Oh yeah,
protected
yeah.
him
She
up
tried to
until
go about it.
he was the
Yeah.
one who was
He was
out
a
here
dickhead,
like
bro. Like
Yeah.
fuck
capping and
him on
bragging
that
on that
shit.
shit.
So go and get your 10, cuz.
No, I'm just saying like she doesn't like have to be remorseful. Her
No, I
opinion
ain't talking
about it
about
don't
the
even matter,
remorseful
but
She
part.
is a
I
victim.
wonder, like,
for
as
She
far
is a
sure.
as like,
victim.
I wonder if she thinks that the 10 years is just is
Right. I was curious to
If
know
he
that
taunted
too,
me,
but
yeah.
I don't think she will
If
ever
I'm the
speak on it
victim
in
in that
public.
situation and you taunted me, yeah, I think you deserve fucking life or some shit. Cause you
You get
shot me,
what you
then you talk
get. Throw
shit.
away the lock
Yeah,
and the
you
key.
shot me, then you talk shit. So yeah, whatever they gave
Yeah,
you is
you
what you
didn't care
deserve.
because you really could have did more damage. You didn't know that it was just gonna be the big toe or whatever. You
Yeah,
The
and
really
big
you
and he
put a
could have
gun.
really got out here free on these streets and made mixtapes about me, you busting open to my
Well, he
whole.
did make a
Hello.
song.
So
He
a
made a
lot of
song
stuff
about
could
it.
have really went
Yeah.
down, and it could have been a lot worse. By the grace of God, she was just grazed on the foot, and she can walk and still perform and make her
Oh
money
man,
and
she was
live
already
and
twerking.
is living. But that really could have went even worse than what
That nigga
happened.
just shot off a
So
fingernail. She was
he's
already twerking.
showering up a pinky toe.
I
But
Yeah.
know.
that's
I just seen some
Harlem
clips from
Nights.
Harlem Nights the other day, and I was like,
mm-mm. Womp
oh,
womp.
because they was suing the Richard Pryor because they were showing those old the old Harlem Nights
Oh man,
footage and
he sued
clips
the
or
goat.
whatever after the Montgomery brawl, talking about getting all them people out of jail that got
Perfect
arrested.
transit. Perfect. I was just thinking about the Montgomery Brawl. We gotta talk about
So
that. I know
Well, anyway,
Lion,
I wanted to
Lion's
say that
waiting on that.
that's what
Go ahead.
happens when you homie hopping and drinking. That's my
She
that's
was homie
Megan's
hopping.
situation.
She
They was
was
homie
home. They was
hopping.
homie hopping like a
oh, look how
motherfucker.
y'all tying all these different
We
things in.
podcasting today,
Okay,
Shell. We
shit.
came to motherfucking
I wouldn't.
podcast today.
But
We
yeah.
podcasting. A lot
But
of
the
homie
Montgomery
hopping.
Brawl. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. Let's close with that one, y'all.
Montgomery Brawl. I gotta tell y'all about Lion this weekend before we get out here. Remind me of that.
Oh yeah, we definitely got to talk about Lion.
He didn't
Oh,
want us to
Lord.
talk about him, but we had some shenanigans with Lion this weekend. We gotta tell y'all about
Okay,
him.
okay. I
And the
can't
Asian
wait to hear
wrestler.
it.
He
Boy,
almost got
line.
Bruce Lee. This Asian guy was about to beat his ass in that bitch, a black belt. We'll talk about
Mhm.
that in a little bit. Montgomery Brawl. Bro, I was I don't know what I was doing this week. I had a busy weekend, man. Kids are heading back to school, so I'm shopping. I also got a lot of business going on. I had to shoot some content. I went to Icon Park in Orlando to shoot with a new host that I'm bringing on the Roll Up Network. We got some big announcements on the way. So I'm up there, and then like I start getting notifications about a brawl and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is this shit? Um, Jump off the internet, didn't pay it much mind, like, all right, it looked like a race war going on or some shit. So I just get offline. I log back on Sunday morning. It's like a shitload of memes and videos. Uh, Shout out to black people. You know what I'm saying? First of all, like it's a different day and time. They was messing with a brother. Brother was trying to dock the boat. He told some white folks that, hey, listen, you guys can't park your boat here. They got a little hostile. Put hands on bro. They put hands and feet on bro. Bro
Oh
was
yeah,
holding
yeah.
his own.
They
You know what I'm
whooped
saying?
his
He
ass.
was holding his own. I ain't gonna say they whooped his ass.
Nah,
But
he
one
They
brother,
whooped his ass.
they did not whoop his ass. He held his own. I think he
you ever
fed.
been?
One person
Hey,
against
look,
all
look,
these people coming at you. I think
He
you
held
need to
his.
look. You
be
ever
He
been
good.
held his
jumped?
own a little
It wasn't
bit.
You
until
ever
they
been
was
jumped?
jumping
Look,
on him that he kind of lost. He was kind of like
Right.
losing his ground because you got all these young dudes and these people putting their weight on you and you on the ground. So at that point, that ain't even no fight.
Yeah.
At that
But I
point, he
thought
was
he
just
did a
trying to
good
get
job. He
out of
did all he
there.
could do. I'm not gonna say they just beat his ass. I think he did all he could possibly do. You know what I'm saying? But he had help on the way.
oh
You
yeah,
know
he
what I'm
kicked
saying?
it out with. He kicked it off with the old nigga super move.
Yeah, he threw the hat up. Doing
Oh
that
yeah.
shit.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, I like that. I like that
He
move.
sent the call. He sent the call. They knew they had flew. The black folks like, caca.
Yeah, they definitely having meetings in Bama that we don't know about. Because the brother that was riding the co-crew captain guy on the boat, they calling him
Aquaman.
Oh, yeah.
Aquaman,
That nigga got all types of
all
nicknames.
type of nicknames and memes. And
Ludafish.
Ludafish is hilarious.
Not little fish.
Yeah. The memes, everything has been hilarious. But I like how black people got together, man. A lot of times we do not get together, man. We usually, and I've been saying that in the past, with the George Floyd, people had cameras out. Nah, get active. Like whenever black people getting active, I'm with the shits. Like I love this whole moment and black people getting active, not cameras out recording a brother getting his ass beat by only a fuck it's the police. Get active. Don't just record another brother dying or getting his ass beat to go viral to get likes. Get active and motherfuckers got active. Like they put hands and feet on them white folks out there and some history behind that dock. They used to sell slaves right there at that dock.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ooh, I
And
know the ancestors was.
Smiling
yeah, they
down a
say
little bit.
the
Yeah.
person who invented the folding chair was a black man.
Shout out to him.
These memes that educated us and gave us
Really?
Black History
Yeah,
101.
Man,
Yep.
we
and
lead the
it's
league in inventions, but they just don't want to give us our credit. But most shit, like in these type of situations, you Google who invented
uh,
it. 9 times out of 10, 'cause we got to make shit easier for ourselves. Man, I'm tired
Yeah.
of picking up all these goddamn chairs that
they
don't fold.
folding chair.
Yeah.
Fold that
That's what it
motherfucker up and take it with
was.
me.
Yeah, I mean, invent something that
That's what
a
it
chair that
was.
can fold that make my job easier.
Shit,
Yeah,
I
Shit,
that's
got
that's
one
what
on the
I
front
happen.
porch
And
right
it's
now.
lightweight. You just put it on your arm and
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
on
yeah. And I
trucking.
could bust a
Yep.
bitch in the head with it later in about 100
Right.
years.
It doubles as a weapon.
Yeah.
And no guns were pulled out there. That
I
right there was
know.
amazing to me.
Hands
That
and
was
feet.
amazing. I was like, wow.
I
Yeah,
seen
they said
brothers'
the name of
hands
They
that
was
boat
sticking
was
duking
out.
it out.
the SS Harriet, right?
Uh,
Is that what the riverboat was called?
Mm-hmm.
And
is
apparently
it
he the
Harriet Tubman
co-captain.
or
He was
just
the
a Harriet?
co-captain of the damn
SS Harriet.
Just a random Harriet, or
boat.
was it Underground Railroad Harriet? Like,
It's
Hey,
so many things that just make that just
since they
crazy and
sold niggas on the
amazing.
dock, I would just say probably
yeah, probably was Harriet. Probably part of
Harriet
the
would be
Underground.
so proud.
Everybody should. I was proud of the moment. I think it's time to let it go. People been like on that shit for like 4 or 5 days
Oh
now.
no, no. We're gonna have a
No,
Oh,
no,
remember
it's a holiday.
Alabama.
They calling it Alabama Tea Party.
I like
sweet
that.
tea party.
I like no, I
the,
like
the
that.
Alabama sweet tea, the Boston sweet tea party is what they would call it, or the
I like
Alabama
that
sweet
shit.
tea party is what they were saying.
But we got to get together more shit than that. You know, what I mean, we
No,
just
I
got to get
think
together. I like that. I like those people that were there. And the memes and all that shit is funny, but when it was
Uh-huh.
time to be there for each
So,
other, like
girl.
they just see
Yeah,
they didn't know that, bro. They wasn't that wasn't their friends.
yeah.
Like and like people
exactly.
people think that we only protect each other in gangs and goofy shit. Nah, I like the nature of that. Like one of us is in danger. You know, we get a lot of flack, especially as like African Americans, as being divisive and not being there for each other. So I thought that was a dope moment of a young brother. The age demographic was crazy. You got the young brother
Was
Aquaman, and then you got 60-year-old, 50-year-old dudes throwing haymakers out there on the dock. It was just like, that shit. I like that, but we got to get together on more shit than that
right. I would
than
like
that
to
fight.
see us do it more in a
Right,
positive light where we actually looking out for each other and like you
for
said,
sure.
not recording
Mhm.
somebody else getting their ass beat or some type of violence happening against one of us, but we actually, banding together to protect each other.
Yeah, I think we need to get together on more shit like this. And also, what we need to do, right? Real shit.
Yeah,
You got to be watchful. Be mindful. Look at all your little friends in your social. Look at the whites. Look at the ones who
who think this shit funny?
yeah.
Yeah,
Be
so
mindful of the motherfuckers who laughing and the ones who like defending this shit. Like, all right,
yeah. You gotta be aware.
Oh, they pissed off on the X app. They call us all kinds of monkeys and N words. They pissed at us. They're
oh
pissed
yeah,
at us for even celebrating our own unity on behalf of the situation. So I don't know. I feel like
Nah, man.
racism about to be up. Now they're gonna be worried. It's like the Haitian
Nah,
Revolution
it ain't
2.0.
never gonna go down. Racism never went down on the stock market. That shit's always up.
Hmm.
It's never down. But
Oh
I
yeah, it's been
think I
popping.
think the lack of, and I talk to my brother about this all the time. Like my one pet peeve. I'm super black. I'm black. Like I'm blacker than a motherfucker. You have no idea. But
Blackity
my
black black.
I'm
Right.
blackity black to the black it is black. You have no idea, Shell. But my pet peeve is the lack of pride in our culture. Like that shit is it drives me fucking nuts. Like the lack of self pride. I see these Jamaicans and these Haitians, and I'm Bahamian American. I'm both, but I'm American. I was born here, so like my tie to this country, my tie to American culture is thick from hip hop to everything. From Martin Luther King to Malcolm X, like them dudes, I really look up to them dudes like heroes. I'm very prideful about my culture. I look to Malcolm X and them guys, their teachings, their readings, like every other culture do, they great people. And I don't think we have that same self pride in a lot of sense, man. Like as far as the way we view a lot of great people. Like Martin Luther King is the greatest like rights advocate probably ever in the
In
world.
history.
The civil
Hmm.
rights is the greatest movement of like those type of rights we gain. Like think about what we have achieved as a people. We have achieved shit that the world come in like marvel at. They talk like we crazy and we monkeys and we don't know how to treat each other and we kill each other. But think about it. The rights that we have earned and worked for, they are seeking for across the world. The way they look at Martin Luther King and the civil rights movement, there's nothing like it in the world. So and we're a very small demographic of people, but sometimes this new generation of a lot of us, we lack pride. We don't really care for each other like that. We try to find ways to hate each other. So when I see a moment like that, I don't give a fuck no other race or anybody else have to say. I'm proud that we was just pride to care about each other. We cared about each other in the moment. They like to televise us shooting each other in Chicago. They like to televise us killing each other. Nah, a moment like this when we standing up for each other, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Don't stand around and watch another brother get choked by no cop. I don't care if he got a badge or a fucking uniform on. He another man. And he don't have the rights to choke another man to death. I don't give a fuck what kind of badge he got on. Cut the cameras off and get his ass off of that man. That's somebody's father. That's somebody's brother. So we got to care about each other. That shit don't happen in other countries like that. There's nobody in Haiti gonna let another man get choked. They're gonna jump on his ass. And that's how we gotta do
Mm.
the same shit. We gotta care about each other, man. And so I was happy to see black people care about each other in different age demographics, all that shit. We held each other down.
Yeah, I had a moment with a coworker about the same issue, and he had hit me up And then he was like, "Yo, because I'm prideful about black shit, and I was being prideful in this moment, and he was trying to hit me up and saying tone it down type shit, and I was like, man, I've always like I can't tone me down, dog. This is who I am. I've always been like, there's people that's gonna hate, how prideful I am about who, what I stand for, but that's the nature of me, and I don't give a shit about what how you feel about me. That's just I'm expressing how I feel about me. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about me, that you got to fucking deal with that,
That's his
Right.
problem.
That's
right?
facts.
And I was like, I've been black my whole life, dog, and I dealt with, like in this organization, like if you don't like my blackness, then that's something that you got to figure out. But I'm gonna express myself how I want to express myself when it comes to, my culture and me. And then it kind of took me back because this coming from another black man, like I was like, yo, what, like,
Lack of pride.
but how,
Get
like,
the hell out, y'all.
When you lack the knowledge of self, like there's some like the Uncle Ruckus shit on Boondock. There's some brothers like that. There's some brothers that I'm not even saying they hate other black people. They just don't really know like the sense of self pride that other cultures have. Which it like Jewish men, Italian men, they carry that shit, that whole mantra of what those men, inhabit. You feel me? Like there's a sense of that missing in our culture. That's why I try to
but
be very manly around my nephews, my sons, and I try to teach them very manly shit about being prideful around our culture because that is a missing element. Like our manlyism is about each other, like jealous towards each other, stunting on each other. That's our macho shit in our culture. In other cultures, it's about heritage, flags, culture, real shit. Our shit is towards each other. I got more of this than you. I got more of that than
yeah,
you.
but I'm also aware that like it makes not only people in our culture uncomfortable, it also make white people uncomfortable, right? Uh, I'm aware of that.
Right. The wrong mindset in our culture, I would say. Like
Yeah.
anybody in our culture is uncomfortable with they saw Montgomery, Alabama. They the ops. Like we can't and you ain't enjoying this and like I'm like I get that you bring that like social media and don't get it. But if you're mad at anything that's going on as for with black people right now, then you just the ops, man.
Yeah, he's like, yo,
What the hell we did? Protect ourselves? Like, come on, bro.
Did anybody get any extra footage or highlights on the one guy with the life jacket on, the white guy with the life jacket on that tried to come and help and they just like pushed his ass off like real quick fast and he ran off and nobody ever seen him again. Like, did y'all see
That's
that? Did y'all
it.
notice? The one white guy that was trying to
I
like
seen all
help.
the
man, I
videos.
know there's so much stuff that black people been like documenting and like pointing out. Like,
I'm like,
did you
where is
notice
he
like
at?
in the
Like
middle of the old boy with the folding chair bopping old girl across the head? It was a man
that
just
was
posing.
that was
It
that
was
was
a
hard to
man
watch
just
for
posing like
me.
this and taking a picture.
I know. I just seen that today. I was like, wait, I did see him in the
Black
video, but
people
I
the
didn't realize
shit,
he was
man.
taking a selfie.
The black people the shit, man. Like we the shit.
Good
We the
God
shit.
Almighty! But
Cause we
no,
not even
seriously,
we not even
like
on no we not even on no KKK. Yeah, niggas. We just
no, it's not.
laughing.
It's more
We
so right and wrong.
laughing.
This is more
Think
about
about
right
this
or
shit.
wrong than it is about
No,
race. This
but
is more
like
about right or wrong
no,
than
no,
it
no,
is
but
about
listen,
race.
they're not mad
But
even about the
see,
fight. They're mad that we're laughing.
We're happy
Like
about it.
they're
we can't
laughing.
take
They're
shit
mad that we're
seriously though.
happy about the moment, but we're not like on no like hateful shit. We're just not a hateful people like that,
Right.
bro. We have self hate, but
The
on
shit
a
was
grand
funny
scheme
though.
of it all, we're not rallying together to go attack white people. You know what I'm
No.
saying? We protected ourselves, and now we're laughing about it, and they're mad that we having a good time about it, bruh. What you got, Blue?
Let's go get these niggers.
No, I just think that we just need to be a lot more educated on who we are. That's what we're missing.
That's
The
facts.
root of
Right.
everything.
That's
I've
fact.
been I've been
Lack of
reading from
knowledge.
Hebrews to Negroes.
Oh,
It's
Oh,
pretty.
I already read that shit. Yeah.
What is it?
oh,
Hebrews and Negroes.
Oh yeah.
Shout to I got put on
Kyrie.
to that book by Kyrie Irving, man. Uh, Documentary, whatever, how you want to consume it, but great content. I think from a grand scheme of things, and when you get a knowledge of self from a lot of standpoints, not just back to Africa and who we really are, but also who your ancestors are, who your
That's right.
grandfather was, who your uncles was, who your great grandfather was. Like a knowledge of self is just valuable, and we'll have more pride. And I keep saying we just lack pride because I think it's a lack of knowledge of who we are.
Mm-hmm.
I was just put onto a lot of history when I was young. Like my dad just put us in front of a lot of like just information. And I don't even know if it was intended for at that time. I just think he just knew reading was important. You feel me? From just talking to him now, we have a great relationship with our dad, but just talking to him now, it's just like nah, I just not with a whole lot of purpose. I just knew reading and these guys like Malcolm X. My dad gave me that autobiography of Malcolm X when I was in ninth grade. And you teeter around with it, didn't take it serious, and I was going through shit in life. I'm going through something like 21 years old, and I still got this book that I just been dicking around with, and so I started dicking in it, and my mind just went to different levels as far as my blackness. Like I went through other shit in life where you're still trying to find yourself. You still hustling, you're doing whatever, you're going through life. But one
Mm-hmm.
thing I found out very early in life was how to be prideful about being a black man in America, being an American black man. And that's one thing I learned at a very early age was like a lot of things I would be tested on, a lot of things I would falter on. But one thing I never falter on is being a black man and the care about my culture and who I am, where I'm from, my ancestors. I look up to these guys, like I said, Martin and Malcolm, and the whole Black Panther Party. Them guys are revolutionaries. All them guys were killed at a very young age for a reason, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't think we understand what those reasons are. I don't think we understand how powerful we are. We get caught up in a lot of
Oh, we
bullshit in life. That's why I see the middle school shit we're arguing about and we're caught up in low vibrational. They distracting us
Yeah.
for a reason because we the real thinkers. We the real people that make shit move. We the
know.
Right.
real motherfuckers, and we don't know that. The moment we realize that we the real power on this planet, shit gonna go real crazy, and we
Yeah.
just distracted, and we use that energy towards what we got vibrating. A lot of negative shit. We conjuring up. What I don't want to get into that shit, but we
No.
them people, and I
No,
don't think we realize that.
Yeah, we
I
was
feel
talking. Yeah, we was talking earlier about like I think we was talking about alcohol, right, and the consumption, making sure you consume it in like the right environments, right? And me and you had like conversations, and I told you I'm at the stage of my life where like if I'm gonna be like like in these moments, I want to be around people who I know that assure themselves or know I want to be around confident people who know who they are, know where they are in life, and like there's no like no doubt in their mind of like I don't know like what,
It's gotta be people like all they could be confident in their mind and think they know all that other shit. Because the average person
but
think they
of
know
who they are
everything.
though, like not
No, not who they are. It's got to be your relationship and chemistry with that person. The
right.
dynamic. It's all about the dynamic to me. Like you could be a great person. That don't mean I want to be intoxicated around you. We
Hmm.
just gonna be in a different element. But if I'm intoxicated and inebriated,
But I'm not talking about intoxication. I'm just talking about in general. Like
my circle too small. I'm not around people.
I'm to the
I'm
point in my
around
life
like
like I
five
just want to
people
be
or some
around
shit.
people that I know that like I don't got a second guess. Like I just know like all right, it's gonna be a good it's gonna be intimate. Like I don't know, man. I'm to the point where I'm just not trying to just spread my energy to like everybody and just
Oh
pour
no,
myself out.
no, no.
As
I
you
don't think
shouldn't.
I don't think
Everybody
any of
should not
us.
have access to you.
That's
Everybody
facts.
shouldn't have doesn't match your energy and doesn't deserve to be able to be
That's
tapped
facts.
in.
I think if everybody thought like that, the world would be a better place. Just from that standpoint, like a lot of people pleasing would die. I think people would just be around each other because they think they gotta be like we cousins. That's my
We
auntie,
grew
or
up
we grew
together.
up
We're this,
together.
we're that.
Nah,
And
yeah.
I've learned it too late in life that I wish that I had like stopped
You got cut off
that
access
mentality.
boundaries. It ain't that you hate the person. It just where you at.
No.
Like let's just be life. People take it personal. I don't take it personal. I got friends that I still think we're cool. I think we're very, very good friends still, but we don't around each other on a regular basis. When we get together, it's gonna be cool. If we plan something to hang out, cool. We text here and there. But as far as your immediate circle, you got to have some type of boundaries to maintain peace. That's just how it is, man. I don't know a bunch of people that hang around a bunch of people and be happy. I don't think
Good.
it's possible.
That's right.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
That's good
That's,
shit there.
yeah, solid. I think that's a good way to end that.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm burnt out.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
playing. My baby is
yeah, yeah,
spoiled.
yeah. We out of here. We out of here. We all listening to.
Oh damn.
Rockabye baby,
We
goddamn.
ain't talk about Jamie.
Rock.
Rock.
Well,
Oh, you
Jamie,
listen to
we'll get into Jamie Foxx next show. I don't think that's the and we gotta get Lizzo. We still ain't got
Lizzo.
Lizzo. People
Lizzo.
don't all this pop culture shit, all this news, man. People got real food, real life dynamics and conversation, and a lot of deep thought on some real shit. If we miss out on pop culture stuff, I do not be mad. 'Cause I like to talk real life stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Lizzo smothering niggas with them big cheeks, man.
Like Lizzo getting sued for like fat shaming is just I
Yeah,
don't.
I
that's
don't
wild.
know if I'm buying that. Come on now.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna
It
wait for
sounds.
the story to
Mm.
develop.
All
I
right,
just think
Yeah.
that's
I'll go ahead
the
and cash my
smartest
tokens
thing.
in. I buy it. I want to
How
hear
you
it.
fat shaming? Like she had. I'm just saying she had to be hiring some big ass people.
Oh, that's a good
Cause
take.
you only can shame people bigger than you, right? Like it's not like she gonna shame somebody that's chubby.
Oh, so that could also be on some. Let me hire
That's
all
not
Self-hate.
these.
true. That's not true.
No,
Because
Oh,
it's
I'm
who she
also a
hired?
I'm just talking shit.
superiority thing. So some people, once they get to a certain level, not this is not about Lizzo, but
Right,
certain
right.
people, when they get to a certain, they don't look at
But I'm
themselves
talking about the
as
fat shaming
equal
part.
to the people that they.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
No, no,
that.
no. I see what
Yeah.
you're
If
saying.
I'm superior,
Yeah.
I'm allowed to be fat.
to
You're
you, then
not.
Right.
I'm not in tune with
I
the
don't even
things
know I'm
about
fat.
me that I'm confident in.
That's
Oh
why my
yeah,
ass was out at the game. I don't even realize that I'm fat.
Yeah.
It
Type
ain't got
She.
shit.
nothing to
I'm
do
not reading none of them
with you
comments.
200 pounds and I'm 300 pounds.
Right, right, right.
If
I'm
I think I'm
rich.
better than you, then I'm gonna talk my shit. And that's like I
Yeah.
said, that's just anybody. It's the
Yeah.
superiority and inferior. What you do to inferior people when you think that
Mm.
you doing something for somebody.
Gotta get some
I pay
blood.
you. I made you. I got you in the spotlight. I can
Nasty
talk to
work.
you any kind of way.
Nasty work.
That's cold blooded.
Yeah.
It
Shout
happens
out to
all the
Hey,
Lizzo.
time.
wait, what you listening to? We got Shell. Back that ass up, baby.
Well,
Love.
Mm-hmm.
for music, I'm gonna
We get
run this escape since we was
I
talking
knew it.
about
Yeah.
all of that stuff in the beginning.
Bring
So I'm
that
gonna take it
toxic
back to
shit back.
where we started at.
Mm-hmm.
And this song was just a good vibe.
Yeah. I'm about to go steal another nigga.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm.
See, baby, you're my little secret, secret,
Mm-hmm.
secret. If you don't tell, I won't tell, and that's how we gotta keep it.
So run them subs
See,
out.
baby, you're my little secret, secret, secret. If you don't tell, I won't tell, and that's how we gotta keep it. Did anybody see ya
Uh-uh.
come into my house last night? When I got your
That
message in my
that
FaceTime,
doggone ring phone. That
that you
doggone
wanna do
ring cam,
everything
bitch.
I like. Alright, alright. I like being in the same room with you and your girl, and the fact that she
she
don't
don't
know
know.
that really turns me
Turns me
on.
on.
She'll never kiss a
That's some
million
toxic shit right
ways.
there, boy.
Nah,
This thing going
the nineties was elite
on.
toxic
You're my
music, man.
little secret, baby.
Everybody was
Tell
cheating in the
me
nineties.
Oh yeah, it still is.
Ah,
Everybody was cheating
that's
in the
my jam.
nineties.
I'm sorry. That's on my plalinst. I like it. Don't
Oh,
mean nothing.
that's a
It's
Just a
your
toxic
good
everyday
ass
song.
song.
playlist, ain't it?
Old school song. I've been singing that since I was a
You
teenager.
been cheating that long?
Morning affirmations.
Been cheating, boy.
I
Trey, you
thought I
gonna have
was
to
in a
call
girl
my
group
phone.
growing up.
Huh?
I don't know. You going to call my phone. I don't know where my daughter threw it.
Oh, what you want to play?
Exhausted over
Come
here.
on, y'all.
You know what you want to play?
Not yet. I was gonna
All
look.
right. Trey, you go. Somebody.
what's your baby business hours? It's
I'm gonna get
When I tell
24/7.
y'all, she wear
She got a baby Chinese.
baby 7-Eleven.
Yeah, she got
she
her one of them little, them
over
Afghan babies.
all day. She's like an ant. She's
No,
always crawling all over me and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Lord Jesus, I
What
need
you got?
something.
Who playing music?
Play
Oh,
me
I
some.
ain't, I
Play
ain't
me
gonna play
some,
that.
please.
I think I can go if y'all not ready. Y'all ready or no?
you can go. I'm
Let me go.
gonna
I
get ready.
go.
I'm ready next
I'm gonna
though.
play something just chill, some vibes. Bathe, pull up. I was thinking pull up or sundress. I'm gonna go sundress. That should be vibey. I'm gonna play sundress
Mm.
by Bathe.
Stop walking behind this thing, Jordan.
He definitely ain't muted. Chill, if he thought you was.
I thought I was on mute. Why you say-
I smoke a lot of weed, as y'all can tell. My vibes be chill.
Oh yeah, that's very vibey. I like that. You gotta shoot that over my way.
Whole album slide, man.
He said his name Baze.
Yeah, Bathe, Bathe. Uh, got the whole album. He got some dope music, real vibey like that. What you got, Treyway?
I'm gonna listen to him while I'm bathing.
It's not a bad, not a bad idea.
I don't know
No,
how I feel
it's
about
music.
that.
What do you mean? Listening to
I'm gonna
R&B
take
while
me
you
a
take a
good
bath?
bubble bath though, so I'm adding that to my list right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, melatonin me, please. Melatonin her, please.
What you got, Trey? Let's
Oh, I'm gonna
go.
go.
Let's
I'm gonna
do
go.
it.
I'm gonna go ahead. You know, I'm gonna shoot somebody. And, you know,
Okay,
we
come
just had the
on.
Alabama Tea Party,
Ain't about
Let's
to
do
so
it.
I'm gonna play something along that vibe, Alabama Tea Party vibe. So I'm gonna play "Outside Today" by Mike Smith. Man, take it back down to the crib, Florida, Florida type shit.
Oh, Mike Smith.
Hmm.
On my Saturday, my neck dripping all this water, I'm on sanity. Big old clip in this Glock 40, big Mike Daddy. I'm surrounded by some steppers, it's the holiday. It's the holiday. On my Saturday, my neck dripping all this water, I'm on sanity. Big old clip in this Glock 40, big Mike Daddy. I'm surrounded by some steppers, it's the holiday. It's the holiday. On my Saturday, same little nigga from round the way. Stack that money all kind of way. I ain't never ever try to ride away. Tell me. When the last time you seen a nigga act like stat, like walk, like talk, like bop, like nigga might talk a little shit, be hot a little bit, but they not like me. All this sauce coming out my pores. Lambo shit, bitch, lift the door. She been ride that dick like a whore. Keep me in my but I don't do sure. Wrist on water, neck on water. Remember them nights I couldn't afford. Now I ball like Jordan. Don't go nowhere without
Send
my
that to
water.
me.
Head clean, wood clean, face clean.
Gun dirty. Bop, bop, bop.
Steady. You really got it out of chickens, now we on. I came out the house with every chain that I own. On my
Hey,
side.
That's Mike Smith, man. Outside today, Florida type shit.
outside today.
Hmm.
Outside today.
I got you. I'm gonna shoot it your way.
All right. I enjoyed y'all, but I got to roll.
Yeah, I think Blue wanted to
It's
play something
time.
about Amigos, but yeah.
Y'all, when I tell y'all I'm wore out, I ain't never been this busted. When I tell y'all this little girl is ruthless.
Nice.
Ruthless. This will never happen again.
Shout out.
Don't make no promise you can't keep Blue.
Well,
I will respectfully decline before I ever even tried it. I don't even know why I tried it.
no, it was a good show. I
I
appreciate
love the
everybody's
show.
presence. Yeah,
But
it was
look, this
solid.
is my song right here, y'all. This is my song right here.
Migos.
Jaguar. Victoria Monet.
Ooh.
She's such a good writer.
Oh yeah.
Called Die.
You're saying everything I like. I could watch your lips move all night. Making me think you might have the type of brain I like.
Hey.
I'ma make you rain for you. Something like an ocean wave on you. If you let me open up to you, kiss below the line. I wanna see what your head game like.
Whoa.
Stop what you're doing, is your
Yeah. It fits
game
the
like.
homie hopping vibes.
Have a long conversation with me. What's on your back, baby?
Who's that? What the-
Only hopping vibes.
Oh my God. She a Gemini, y'all. Forgive us.
We got baby stacks over there.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's wilding out, having a fish fry.
She
All right,
got
it's
my
been a great show.
Eve out, frizzy, and everything. Lord Jesus, so just not to say.
Good show, guys.
Yes, I
Lot of
enjoyed
different
it. It was
flavor. Yeah,
great.
good conversation. Always a good time on the cup. Y'all got any shout outs? We got here. You muted. Now you want to mute. You was talking through my shit. Talking through my whole song. Now you muted.
She not even muted though.
Yeah, she muted because she was talking. Still muted. Yep. There you go. Yep.
Nah, yeah, your shit don't went out.
Shout out
Whoever
technology.
you was
Kick.
trying to shout out, bro, they just some haters or some guy trying to block you from shouting them out.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the Montgomery
Yeah, shout out
soldiers.
to everybody, all the
Oh yeah.
Montgomery people that was out there, bro, and everybody that participated and got good laughs and good vibes, man. Let's keep looking out for each other like that in those moments,
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
Yeah. Shout out Alabama. I didn't know y'all had it in. I thought y'all was gonna be some good wholesome Negroes that just fresh off the block,
We
off the
sorry, man. So we
slate.
didn't mean to tell you to
Yeah,
lose
yeah,
your
yeah.
vote. I didn't know neither. They have means out there. I told you, they gotta be having means. For the brother to jump he risked his job. He jumped in the ocean, whatever the river, whatever it may be. He got out the war and he got to work. Cuz like he was trained to just slam white people in situations like that. It's just
Yeah.
like he was prepared. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
shout out
he
to him,
that nigga
man.
16 years old.
See what I'm saying?
He about to get an Alabama scholarship.
Like, he might be a defensive back. He got a nice
Nick
hip
say
toss.
Nick Saban, if you love black people, hire Aquaman.
Nah, shout out to that kid, man. You know, it was, courageous to get busy like that.
Supposedly he's getting way more clout than he wants, and he's uncomfortable with like all the attention. So
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
he
about
getting a
that
whole lot of
action.
ass.
No, he just you can tell like this ain't no he ain't have his phone out. See, he
Uh,
about that shit. Like, bro, I ain't got time to be recording none of this, man. Like I see my brother need help. I'm jumping in the water going to get some. He raised by a real his daddy not telling his when he bring his chick home, his dad ain't gonna be like, oh man, she got a fat ass, son.
said I.
Not
yeah.
his daddy. He
He's
raised,
16 with no cell phone.
shout out to him.
He
All right,
left
we
it.
out
He
here.
said, "Hold my shit" before he
We
jumped in the
cannot hear
water.
you, Shell talking her ass. Weird shit you
Yeah,
said.
we need
Let me check.
subtitles for you, Shell.
Let me check down here.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know if
Shell
she.
said, "Shout out to my daughter for her first day of school tomorrow."
Oh, okay. Yeah, shout out to the jit, man.
Hmm.
First
Oh
day of
man, yeah.
school.
Shout out to
My
school,
kids
man.
too.
Yeah.
Kids, I gotta get my ass up. Let me get up off of here. I
Man,
gotta wake up and take kids to school and shit.
Oh shit! You
they
know,
do school different over here, boy. These motherfuckers started celebrating. It was fireworks. We talked about fireworks earlier. They were lighting off fireworks and everything because their kids are going back to school. I was like, damn, y'all different.
Shit, me too. I wish I had something to light up right now. I get my
shout out to.
days back
I
tomorrow.
wish my daughter was going to school in the name of Jesus.
I get my days back
Yeah, they're
tomorrow,
gonna
bro. I
they're gonna
can't
send yours
wait.
back, Blue.
Oh yeah, man. This one right here is no
Oh,
joke.
she
And I
running to
tell you,
school. I
Yeah,
can tell.
she abused me
Little
all
Quavo
damn
over there.
day.
yeah.
Mama.
Man, y'all, she done kicked me, choked me, strangled me. I done went through so much during this one podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
About to
shout out
say
to
we
sending
we
her
gonna
ass
send
home.
we're gonna send
Say a
her
prayer for me, please.
Yeah,
we'll
she
send her
don't.
W9 as well. She's definitely a co-host, man. All right, we
Yeah.
out of here. It's Coach Uncut Podcast. We'll see y'all next week. You're